The entire week is just a build-up to Friday because Friday night is game time, because Friday night is football night. And now you're a part of the experience with Lane & Associates Friday Night Rivals presented by My Computer Career. You're only seconds away from tonight's matchup. Hillside takes on Cleveland. Get ready for the hits, the big plays, and all the action. This is Friday Night Rivals.
Lane & Associates Friday Night Rivals presented by MyComputerCareer.com sets the scene here in Johnston County. Third round, 3AA East playoffs pitting Cleveland against Hillside. Hello, everybody. I am Chris Hooks, joined alongside color analyst Jay Sunhalter. Jay, we've got two teams, two contrasting styles of play here.
Yeah, and Hillside, they want to play physical. They want to run the football and make this a smash-mouth game. On the other side, Cleveland, they are very finesse. They want to throw the ball, get the ball on the perimeter to their playmakers on the outside. It's going to be important for both these teams to try to impose their will early in this game to set the tempo.
Hillside with the top-notch defense. Take us through both teams and who to look out for.
Yeah, David Madzivanika, the defensive end for Hillside, going to Harvard next year. He's outstanding at setting the edge, a very physical enforcer, but also on the pass rush. That's where he's going to have to be great today, is getting to the quarterback. And then for Cleveland, quarterback Darius Ocean, he's outstanding. 34 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions on the year. He protects the football, but he's got good legs getting to the outside. He can throw on the run.
The winner of this one gets one step closer to moving to Chapel Hill for the state championship at the 3AA level. Let's introduce the third member of our crew. Let's send it down to the field to Aaron Summers.
Thanks, Chris. It's the third round of the playoffs, and Cleveland head coach Scott Riley said that he told his team it doesn't matter how bad you want it, the guys on the other side of the field want it just as bad. He told his players that they had to bring it for the entire 4 quarters. Hillside just beat the #1 seed Northern Durham last week, and while Coach Harrison said they did enjoy that moment, they quickly turned their focus to Cleveland. It's about controlling the clock and winning special teams for the Hornets tonight. For Cleveland, they need to make sure that they protect the football, and they have to match the physicality of the Hornets. It's going to be a great atmosphere tonight. Make sure you keep tuned. It's going to be Cleveland and Hillside coming up next.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach. In a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans. What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at HendrickChevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Do you have vision benefits?
Use them or lose them. TikTok. Should old acquaintance. You know what I mean.
Oh, maybe this will help.
Use your insurance now and get a second pair free at iMart Express.
Right glasses.
Right price.
Right now.
The personal injury lawyers of Martin & Jones are recognized by their peers for their legal excellence.
It's comforting to me as an individual to know that there's such a talented law firm out there that actually cares about you.
Injured? The law firm you choose does make a difference.
Saltwater Seafood has the freshest seafood in town and the best customer service.
Saltwater has the freshest seafood in town and the best staff.
Saltwater gets their fish fresh every morning.
Hey, Dante.
Check out the catch of the day at saltwaterseafoodnc.com and join our mailing list for weekly specials. Our fresh fish come daily from the North Carolina coast, and we're open every day but Monday.
I love their fresh fish right here at Saltwater.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at HendrickChevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
It takes 2 to dance.
She threatened me. That's not true. Okay, she was belligerent.
But it takes 3 to tango.
You all need to stop throwing the stones.
Hot bench, the only court with 3 judges.
Get them out of my courtroom. Out.
3 opinions.
You are on the road to destruction.
3 personalities.
Oh, baloney.
Judges Acker, Corriero, and Domingo.
Not everybody's the 3 of us.
Hot bench. Weeknights at 7 on MyRDC 28. Everyone is innocent.
I had no reason to kill him.
I didn't kill Matt.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Until they prove them guilty.
Pants on fire?
Totally.
You're lying.
Matt played you, which gives you motive.
You took the gun, you put it in her hand, and boom! Come on!
I killed him. I did it.
I didn't kill anyone.
We get a lot of that around here.
Law and Order, Criminal Intent.
Monday at 8 on MyRDC.
It is a beautiful night for football here in Clayton, North Carolina, as we're at Cleveland High School here tonight. Johnston County representing the 3rd round of the 3AA East bracket between the Cleveland Rams and the Hornets from Hillside. Good evening, everybody. Again, Chris Hooks, Jay Sunhalter. Sidelines here tonight being manned by Aaron Summers as we take a look at both these two teams. Jay, again, we talked earlier in the broadcast about the two styles that are kind of contrasting, early on. What do you think are some keys that we should look out for both teams?
Well, I think the first thing you look at is the play in the lines. Who's being more physical and which side is winning that battle in the trenches. And the other thing is here, Chris, both these teams, 3rd round of the playoffs, they've been outstanding this season. It's going to come down to little things, the turnovers, the penalties, special teams, field position. Those are the things that's really going to have a big impact here tonight.
It looks like Cleveland will receive the ball first, as we talked in the open about how powerful their offense is, averaging 40 points a game. Hillside on the other side of the coin, only allowing 14 points a game. In fact, they've held a number of opponents under 20 points. In fact, the most they had scored on them this year, not much more than that. They lost 28-12 to Scotland County earlier in the year. It's now time for the Lane & Associates Family Dentistry Kickoff. We love to make you smile. We certainly are glad you took your time out tonight to tune in. Friday Night Rivals right here underway, and glad you could join us for the 3rd round of the 3AA East. Here's the returner all the way about the 28-yard line, where he'll get around the 40. Jaquez Durham, one of the kickoff returners. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, the My Computer Career starting lineups. And again, for Cleveland on the offensive side, not happy with your current job, in as little as 4 months, you could be starting an information technology career. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation as we take a look at the starting quarterback for Cleveland. Darius Ocean, the junior, has racked up a ton of numbers this year, including 455 yards last week against D.H. Conway. As you can see, they'll put 2 receivers on each side to start it out. And whistle blown and a penalty in the first 5 seconds of this one.
And Hillside, that's something, Chris, they've had problems with this year, is discipline, jumping off sides, penalties already there on the first play. And with Ocean, only a junior there, but really veteran leadership with the hard count on the first play.
He'll hand it off to the star running back for Cleveland, Tyson Dew. He'll get maybe a yard, if that. The staunch defensive line for the Hillside Hornets. As you took a look at their starting lineup, there's their My Computer Career starting lineup for Hillside. Again, not happy with your current job. In as little as 4 months, you could be starting an information technology career. Visit mycomputercareer.com and take the free career evaluation. 2nd down and 5. Tyson Dew gets through the line, maybe a yard or 2. And a 3rd down coming up. Again, we talked in the broadcast earlier about how solid that defensive line is for the defensive front for Hillside. And we're seeing that here early. And it looks like Coach Riley is certainly trying to establish the run here early as well.
And with those runs, it set them up here on 3rd and manageable. But that offensive line, they've got a big test here tonight.
There's a flag on the play. Ocean trying to find somewhere to go. He is popped at the line and met and slung back. And it looked like Donald Moore got in on the play early on. We'll see what the penalty is. It'll be on again the Rams. So a very slow start for both teams here in this first possession.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 men in motion did not get set prior to the snap. That 5-yard penalty will be declined. Resolve the play, 4th down.
So it'll be 4th down as looks like they're going to go for it here near midfield.
And if you're Hillside here, you want to load the box up, sell out on the run. 4th and short, Cleveland. They're going to look to use their speed to try to get the ball on the outside. They haven't had much success on the first couple plays here, running in between the tackles.
Ocean takes the handoff. They'll set up a screen for Tyson Dew. It's going to be very close to a 1st down. He might have just gotten over the line to gain. Again, Hillside swarming defense. That'll be the first Blue Cross and Blue Shield 1st down. Be confident, be bold, live fearless, North Carolina.
Well, I'll tell you, Trenton Smith, number 29, did a good job getting off the block, making the tackle, but Dew just had enough room and enough power just to kind of slither by and get the 1st down. But that was an outstanding job by Smith, throwing 2 guys off him to make the play.
Very talented secondary in Durham Hillside. Trajan Womack, you'll hear his name called quite a bit tonight. Had an interception for a touchdown last week against Northern Durham. One thing they love to do is cause those turnovers. Here's Ocean looking deep down the right side as a man caught. 20, 15, drugged down inside the 10. And just like that, Cleveland's inside the Wake County 86 at green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free in 86 your trash.
This is Williams, number 85, the big talented wide receiver, a straight go route. Now he's got the size advantage, and that's the thing this Cleveland offense can do. They can hit you on that short passing game, but outstanding arm by Ocean and accuracy throwing the ball down the field.
The lefty close to 3,500 yards. 3,393 entering play today, and that fast-paced offense is down in the red zone or the green zone, the Wake County 86 at green zone. As they hand it off again up the middle, nothing doing there as we're just 2 minutes in already. You talked about these teams trying to set the tone. Cleveland's done just that.
Yeah, and they did with the explosive play, and something they've been so good at this season. I'll tell you, the offensive line, outstanding in pass protection. Still not getting a lot of push up front. The defensive line of Hillside, that's where the strength is. They're still trying to kind of run and get their footing.
There's the keeper by Ocean, leaning forward. He's going to be inside the 5, and they may have given forward progress as he bulls his way to the 2. And he's just so effective both ways as he had just enough room to get a seam. And so they'll have it 3rd and goal here. I think it'll be big for them if they could score here quickly. You don't necessarily, a Hillside, we don't know if they can necessarily stay up in a track meet in this situation. They kind of want to slow things down. So here we go, 3rd and goal. Ocean's going to keep it, and he is going to be bottled up, but he may have enough to get in. Not sure. I don't think he got in, Jay.
He's going to be about a foot short, and I'm surprised right now Cleveland's not trying to get the ball on the outside to use their speed. Again, running the ball right into the heart of that right side of the defensive line where David Matsivanika is. They got a little bit of push, just not enough. Here, it looks like they're going to stay on the field. They did pick up a couple yards.
So it looks like Tyson Dew will be in the Wildcat formation. Dew with the keeper, stopped at the line. Hillside says, I don't think so. And guess who? Looked like Matsivanika was one of the first players in. Moore celebrating as he makes the stop, and on the first drive, just when you thought Hillside was going to get it done, or rather Cleveland, Hillside took care of business. Back after this, first quarter continues.
Miller Mott understands skills. Miller Mott understands goals. Our career-focused medical clinical assistant training makes it easier for you to reach your goals. Kick off your new career training today at Miller Mott College in Cary.
Plastic bottles in North Carolina are creating jobs in our communities. They are separated, sorted, and packaged by your neighbors. Bottles are ground into small pieces called flake by your friends. The flake is cleaned and melted into pellets, then transformed into socks, your favorite shirt, the carpeting in your car, as well as other bottles. When you recycle plastic bottles here in the Carolinas, you're providing employment for an estimated 3,500 people. When you recycle your plastic bottles, you're making a positive impact on your community. Your bottle means jobs.
Miller Mott understands passion. Miller Mott understands flexibility. We have the game plan for you to get the training you need for an exciting career in massage therapy. Kick off your new career education at Miller Mott College in Cary.
8:09 to go here in the first quarter. Hillside just got a goal line stand. They'll take over as we show you the replay of that one. Jay, what did you see here?
Well, they loaded the box. It was Mazi Vanika. What he did so well there was he got leverage. He stayed low, then threw his man off towards the left, made the tackle, and then that penetration allowed his teammates to come over the top to make the stop.
You can go to Max Preps and check out highlights from Huddle. And his highlights last week against Northern Durham were extremely impressive, including a 13-yard touchdown as he's lined up at the tight end. So the first play from scrimmage offensively for Damian Harris and the Hillside Hornets. 9-3 overall, 4-1 of the Big 8 3A, although news came out this week they'll be moving up to 4A next year as we take a look at their My Computer Career starting lineups. Not happy with your current job at as little as 4 months? You could also be starting an information technology career. Visit mycomputercareer.com and take the free career evaluation. Second down and 8, gain of 2 on the quarterback sneak by Damian Harris, the junior. They'll head it off up the middle. Antonio Davis, the starter for Ray Harrison's squad. 799 yards. Here's the My Computer Career starting lineup for the Cleveland Rams on the defensive side. And you can get a free career evaluation visiting mycomputercareer.edu. As third down and 6. Can certainly feel the game slowing down as, again, Cleveland wants a track meet as they'll hand it off up the middle as Hillside will go nowhere there, and Hillside wants to slow it and be physical and knock you back, but Antonio Davis swallowed up by that front line. Xavier Clark, Travis Waters, and Isaiah Stevenson make up the front there as they force the 3 and out as Jaquez Durham back to return the punt. Very dangerous returner. And there's the low snap, and he nearly got it blocked. And it'll bounce. And it'll be picked up around the 38-yard line. So terrific field position for Cleveland here midway through the first quarter.
Cleveland here on special teams, that's something Coach Riley talked about. They're going to have to really do a nice job of here tonight, almost getting the block, but still this field position is really going to set up this offense. And, Chris, on that first drive, they are doing a nice job trying to establish the run, just not a lot going, but their name of their game this season's been at the explosive passing plays, and that's where they're going to have to try to take their shots to try to alleviate some of the pressure on the offensive line.
Let's go down to field level to Aaron.
Offensive line coach Brad Wilkie took his players to the side and said nobody was blocking where they should be. He said that you have to hit the player across from you below the pads and hold your block. They went over their blocking assignments. He said this is a big time game. You have to get down.
Great job, Aaron, as It's 2nd and 5 for the Rams, and they've just lived in this first quarter on their side of the field. Here's the fake handoff. Ocean breaking tackles. He's popped as he gets further into enemy territory. As you can see the keeper here. He's got enough for another first down. He took a hit there by Trenton Smith. And you notice the first few times that they've run that play, he's kept it most of the time. There's Ocean. Going deep, right side, upper grabs, caught. Is he in? No, he's down at the 1. What an absolutely fantastic catch by Joy Williams, the 6'3 senior, as Jawai Williams just used his height and ability there. Unbelievable catch.
Yeah, and that's outstanding coverage by Chris Rogers, number 20 for Hillside. His perfect position, but Williams with his height, high pointing the ball, and how about the throw by Ocean, hitting him Williams perfectly in stride, accurate throw.
Another trip inside the Wake 86 at green zone as Tyson Dew stopped short of the goal line. Again, inside the Wake 86 at green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free. And 86, your trash. 4:30 and change to go here in the first quarter. Again, goal to go for Cleveland. Can they get on the board here and strike first? They'll hand it off to Dew, and Dew finds his way in to pay dirt as Tyson Dew makes it an Leith Auto Park Honda touchdown. Again, Tyson Dew gets it in there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
Well, and it's a zone read, which they run so well, and they're handing the ball off to do. Jaden Jones, the guard, had an outstanding block. It was a power block up there, sealed off that right side of the line of scrimmage.
As Wyatt Covey clanks the extra point in, his 55th extra point of the year, and Cleveland taking a 7-0 lead, 4:20 to go. I guess you could say here in the first quarter, Jay, Cleveland's been the one, the aggressive, the hammer to the nail.
And their offense, they've really just taken control. And on this drive, it all started off with the accuracy of Ocean. In the pocket, plenty of time to throw the ball, the big explosive plays, and that set up the run on the goal line.
And again, we're looking at the Saltwater Seafood scoring summary for Cleveland. Saltwater Seafood Market and Fry Shack. Fresh seafood daily. As Covey getting set to kick. You talked about Ocean's accuracy, 66.8% coming into the ball game. That is just phenomenal at this level. You don't see NFL players getting in the 60-plus percentile.
It's such a huge weapon when your kicker and special teams are so accurate, and it really makes a big impact in all your ball games.
As Covey will try to pin Northern Durham deep, or rather Hillside deep, and that will go into the end zone. My apologies to the Hillside fans watching. It's who they beat last week. And I made the comment to you, if Hillside were to find a way to win this one, and in the other ball game worked a certain way, they could make it their revenge tour. Looks like we got a timeout on the field. 7-0. Cleveland leading this one. 4:20 to go.
Miller Mott understands motivation. Miller Mott understands goals. Our dental assisting program makes it easier for you to start doing what you love. Kick off your new career education today at Miller Mott College in Raleigh.
Take on your retirement with the Medicare plan from the name trusted for over 80 years statewide. Here for today and whatever comes next. Medicare plans from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Live fearless. Learn more about Medicare plans to fit your needs at shopmedicarenc.com.
Miller Mott understands support. Miller Mott understands success. Our veterinary technology program gives you the support and education you need to become a veterinary technician. Kick off your new career training today at Miller Mott College in Raleigh.
.420 to go here in the first quarter. Chris Hooks, Jay Sunhalter, Aaron Summers doing a terrific job on the sidelines as the 3AA East playoffs continue. Third round, the 9 seed Hillside Hornets with the football, trailing 7-0 as Cleveland on its way into the end zone after missing on the first attempt. We'll see if the Hornets can move the football here. They were 3 and out last time. First play, a handoff, as that's going to be for, looks like he may just barely got past the 20-yard line.
This Cleveland defense, we've talked so much about how strong and big Hillside is, but Cleveland's defense, their strength is their quickness. They're fast. They're at the right place at the right time. Very sound fundamentally. When they make a tackle, you don't see them miss that many tackles. Good job making contact, bring them to the ground.
Brandon Turner was the initial ball carrier there. Quick stop route, far side, as the ball is out. And I think he's going to be down on the play. That's what I thought, as Cleveland thought it was a fumble, but it was a catch, and then he hit the ground, obviously. As a great catch by Miles Dillon, who just made his 35th catch of the year.
And this is a huge opportunity here on third down for Hillside. They've got to pick it up. Their defense has been out on the field the majority of this first quarter. And this offense isn't one that's going to throw the ball out. They want to slow the game down, run the ball, and they can ill afford to get off the field here.
There's a keeper by Harris. Harris has some room, and he will move past the 35, maybe to the 37. As you can see, he found that seam up the middle. And I asked you this earlier in the day as we were talking, how many times do you think we've had a playoff game with 2 left-handed quarterbacks?
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but both these guys, they're talented, throwing the ball, but also with their legs with that design quarterback draw. Harris, very aggressive there, waiting for the hole to develop and then hit it quick.
Last play was another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down as Antonio Davis carrying defenders to the far side. Maybe 3 or 4 yards on the play. Again, Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. Davis, a big boy to say the least, 6 foot, 210-pounder. Coming in less than 800 yards, 4.7 yards a carry. He's going to help the Hornets grind it out as we come down the backstretch of this first quarter. 7-0 the tally, as you can see. Harris in the gun. He'll pump. Lobs it down the side. He's got a man wide open, and it goes through the hands as Dillon was wide open. Better throw is a touchdown.
Corin Artis got beat there initially. Great recovery, though, getting his hand in there just to knock it out at the last minute. But you're right, Harris underthrew this just a little bit. Would have been an easy touchdown if he would have laid it out there a little bit deeper.
Dillon certainly one of the deep threats for this team. 13.7 yards a catch as it's 3rd and 6. Harris. Certainly going to be a run here. Harris will go outside, and he'll reach forward for a first down. Another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina.
We talked about Davis running the football, but he was the one that made the block there to allow Harris to get outside the edge. This backfield, so unselfish. You'll see these guys giving up their bodies in the running game, and there's David Madzivanika coming in to play tight end. He's playing both ways.
Well, I was going to say, you could certainly see he was the H-back in that last play, and the first thing he did, he was pulling. They'll go under center this time. Deep handoff to Donald Moore. Moore gets a hefty gain into Ram territory. That's a big chunk of change there, as they'll get positive yardage, and so they'll be ahead of the sticks here on second down.
Now there's Davis making another nice block on the outside. Also, Miles Dillon, the wide receiver. You know, they've got so much depth in the backfield. When they bring more in there, fresh legs, quick back, all these running backs have different strengths, and Coach Harrison knows how to use them different spots.
And they'll be in the I formation this time. Deep handoff to Moore. And Moore, he's bottled up for maybe a yard, if that, and it'll be 3rd down and 4 as Cleveland trying to get off the field here with a 7-0 lead as we get down to the final minute of the first quarter.
The 3rd down coming up here. Nice job getting penetration. Cleveland has given up conversion opportunities twice already on quarterback draws. Defensive line linebackers have to be ready for that play here.
Hillside certainly not in a rush to get the play off as we're down under a minute. Harris barking out the signals. He gets the high snap. He'll take it himself. He's got a seam. He'll be inside the 40-yard line. They'll give him forward progress to the 39. And that's another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. And you're seeing a quarterback in Damian Harris certainly living fearless, carrying the football here in this first quarter.
Another designed run. Again, it was Davis leading the way with the block. And Cleveland's defensive line linebackers, they came up pretty quick, but Harris, I'll give it to him there. He saw the hole and he attacked it. He did not wait. That's what allowed him to get the first down, his aggression there, rushing for the first.
Matt Zivanika now out in the slot position as they'll throw a short stop route to the near side to Octavius Faison, the Z wide receiver on this team, his 14th catch of the year.
Look at Dakota Marcus here, number 51, with the initial hit. We'll see him right there with the pop, but then it got his right arm around just enough to bring him down. Good job with the effort flying over to the football.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Cleveland has a 7-0 lead here in the 3rd round matchup. We got more to come. Second quarter coming up after this.
50 Shades of Court.
Please step forward.
Get ready to enter a courtroom filled with contracts.
I have a contract between both of us. Between both of whom? Me and Meg.
Rules.
When you say dance, there's dance and then there's stripping, which is it?
And broken limits.
What is this? What is this?
Is this a picture of him in her bedroom?
In her bed.
You know, she was pretty wild, but you're pretty salty yourself.
Weeknights starting at 5 with Judge Mathis on MyRDC 28. Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet and Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
It doesn't matter how you do it, just 86 it.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet and Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Second quarter getting set here at Rams Field, Cleveland High School, 3rd round of the NCHSAA 3AA East playoffs. Cleveland 11-2 on the year, 5-0, winning the Greater Neuse 3A Conference Championship. Durham Hillside finished second in the Big 8 3A as a flag thrown.
Dead ball, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remain second down.
And the only person I saw jump off there, Jay, was the wide receiver, and that's one of those unforgivable sins for a wideout.
Yeah, and as a wide receiver, you want to look at the ball, so there's really no reason to jump off sides, now putting themselves in a second and long situation.
After this play, we'll send it down to Aaron for a report as a beautiful throw by Harris to Madzi Vanyika, and he gets the Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Aaron, take it away.
Hillside quarterback Damian Harris was held back earlier this season to avoid injury because they didn't have a backup quarterback. But since the playoffs have started, they brought up their JV quarterback, Aiden Beatty. That's allowed Hillside to open up their playbook. Coach Harrison said to expect the Hornets to be more dynamic and watch out for some explosive plays.
So 1st and 10, again, another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Deep handoff, Donald Moore swallowed up. Xavier Clark says, I don't think so. As Clark came in with 8 tackles for loss this year, and at 6 foot, 264 pounds, he stood him straight up.
Yeah, good job getting penetration, forcing himself into the backfield. And now here's second and long situation. We've already seen Harris, though, be very accurate in the pass game early on in this ball game. And the way Hillside's been able to pick up third down opportunities here, the second and long doesn't scare them.
They'll come back out in the eye. Here's Davis lowering his shoulder. He may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark him. Maybe just ahead of the chain, so it'll be 3rd and 9. We'll see what offensive coordinator Darian Harris, that Aaron just spoke about a minute ago, see what he has cooked up. You typically see Cleveland in the shotgun most of the time. Hillside certainly a multiple offensive scheme as they'll bring out trips to the near side. And it was this formation against Northern Durham last week that Matt Zvanica found himself in the corner of the end zone wide open for a touchdown. As Harris rolling out, he's got some room, and he will be out of bounds inside the Wake 86 at green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free and 86er trash, but he will not get the first down. As he rolled out. Nice look by our camera folks here. So they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 3.
And I'd get Harris again out of the pocket just like that previous play. That's where he's dangerous. Keeping his eyes downfield helped him to kind of hold the defenders off to get as much as he could. But again, his strength is moving around, using his legs here. Roll him out. Let him try to pick this up through the air. If he can't get it, then he can run for it.
So Davis to his right. Guess what? Keeper by Harris. And he is going to be really close to a Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. And we'll see the mark. The line to gain was just inside the 15. And so they're going to have to bring out the measurement. And they're going to call a timeout for a measurement here.
The offensive line. This is a big offensive line for the Hornets. Rodney Harris, 265 pounds, led the way there, but they've got 4 guys, 265 pounds or heavier. Got a lot of beef up front.
Nick Campbell at the center position, and I think he's going to be short. And he will. So unfortunately for Hillside, we're not able to get the first down, and with that, we'll take a timeout. 10:03 to go, 7-0 Cleveland.
Miller Mott understands skills. Miller Mott understands goals. Our career-focused medical clinical assistant training makes it easier for you to reach your goals. Kick off your new career training today at Miller Mott College in Cary.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
Miller Mott understands passion. Miller Mott understands flexibility. We have the game plan for you to get the training you need for an exciting career in massage therapy. Kick off your new career education at Miller Mott College in Cary.
.03 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 Cleveland ahead. We thought this would be a track meet, Jay, but it's seemed to be a little bit of a defensive showdown here.
Yeah, well, both teams defensives standing up on fourth down, Chris, and inside the red zone, the defensive units kind of getting some push, but when it mattered most, they got off the field on fourth down. Now we'll see Cleveland. They've had some good execution offensively. We'll see if they can get back into rhythm.
They have quads to the far side. John Barnes, one of the number of receivers that are inching towards 1,000 yards this year, makes his 59th grab. As he gets a good gain there. Again, very strong play by Javonte Young to bring him down. They got 6 on the play, so it'll be second down and 4. They'll have trips to the near side. As Jawai Williams is the guy to look out for there, but the pitch up the middle to Tyson Dew. That'll move the chains for another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina.
That's a great play call. A little shovel pass right up the middle, and then Dew. And so powerful when he's running downhill. And this offense has so many different playmakers, getting everybody involved. It really puts the defense on their heels. And Hillside, the biggest key for them is to try to get penetration, try to blow things up, and try to get some guys out of rhythm in the backfield.
So Jalen Chadwick, the backup to Dew, junior, comes out on this play. Here's Ocean. Trying to throw to the far side is Corin Artis, not able to come up with it. It'll be second down and 10. Chadwick, another huge threat for the Rams as we take a look at Javonte Young, a sophomore. And a very versatile defense. Young playing both inside linebacker. You'll see him at some cover situations as well. As it's second and 10 again. 4 receivers out, 2 on each side. Here's Ocean, pump faking. He sees trouble, dishes it out to John Barnes, breaking 1 tackle, nearly got another, pushed out of bounds by Trenton Smith. That'll be another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down.
And Ocean, so good when pressure comes, he can elude the pass rush. We'll see him here, keeping his eyes downfield. A nice job moving out and then inside of the pocket, throwing a strike to Barnes. Barnes coming back to the ball. Great execution.
And the lefty, Ocean, moving the chains once again. Hands it off to Chadwick. Chadwick not going anywhere as Madzivanika and that strong defensive line. Madzivanika, again, 6'4", 245-pound senior. On the other side, on the weak side, DeAndre Brown, a 6'6", 221-pound senior as well. So size not the problem there as Madzivanika just swallowed him up and stopped the play by himself. No gain on the play. Faking a handoff is Ocean. He'll spin out of trouble, and he's just trying to stay alive to live another day. He's shoved out of bounds by Brian Harrison, as he may have lost a yard or 2 there.
And if you're a pass rusher for the Hornets, when you get in the backfield, sometimes you almost have to slow down and break it down. Usually you want to run through the quarterback and be aggressive. But with Ocean's ability to run the ball, get outside the pocket, sometimes it's better to just kind of corral him, keep him in the pocket, and not give him anywhere to go. Because if you overrun him, run past him, he'll get outside.
That's Talil Alston who was running after Ocean there. And what's the rule of thumb? You want to run where he should be upfield, run kind of past him just in case he make him go back inside. So 3rd down and 14. See if they can convert here as we have a whistle. Looks like somebody moved, and it'll be 3rd and even longer.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
And for Cleveland here, 3rd and long. You know, where do you try to pick up this amount of yards? What's your play call? You know, I'd look at number 85, Williams. He's been your big play threat. Tall, wide receiver. Ocean's got the arm strength. And Hillside, right now playing cover 2. They've been switching back between cover 2 and cover 1. But on the outside, they got Miles Leather, the safety, playing over top of Williams. So they're ready for a deep pass.
And they will go with the simple draw here as Chadwick will get to the 40, breaking a tackle. As he came close to making it even more interesting. He'll be well short, but it's a situation where maybe they could even go for it here.
And here it's kind of a little bit of change up. Everybody thinks it's going to be a pass. They do a little draw. Great job kind of staying low there, waiting for the blocks to develop and then knifing through for a big game.
This pace right now, 7-0, 8:01 to go here in the second quarter. It's 4th down. Who does it favor right now?
Well, I'll tell you, Cleveland's, had some success on offense. We'll see him. They're going back here into a punt formation. Yeah, I was surprised. Looked like they're going to go for it, but there at the last minute, went back to punt the ball. I'm going to get the ball pinned down here.
Look at that bounce. Advantageous for the Rams. As John Barnes tried to push Trajan Womack into the ball, which certainly would. As Hillside Hornets will take over again. Stay tuned for the Hendrick Chevrolet halftime report. We'll have this week's Oxnard Permar Scholar athletes, participating school interviews with the principals, highlights from across the country, and more. Again, find new roads today at HendrickChevrolet.com. I think that was a smart move by Scott Riley and his squad here. Again, Hillside, not a offense like Cleveland, no disrespect intended, but make them work a little harder than that. As first play is a handoff to Antonio Davis, and Davis carrying defenders close to a 1st down. As it's about 9 yards there as we get underneath close to 7.5 minutes to go in the quarter.
We'll see Davis here. Again, anytime he makes contact, he always pushes the pile forward. Big, strong, and athletic, running behind his pads, north and south. We've seen him line up his fullback there at running back. Such a talented player in the backfield.
He had a 45-yard run last week against Northern Durham to help ice that one as he'll break again through. Getting a 1st down. That'll be another, well, there's a flag on the play, so we may have to bring things back. As we'll wait to see what our referee calls. So here we go. So we'll move Hillside back.
Hillside, when they can get their blocks set up front, get Davis to the second level, he's going to put some punishment on the secondary. We'll see where the hold is. Right there on the right side, Jaden Cornish is holding a little bit too long. Flag coming down. So this offensive line, I've been impressed with the push they've gotten up front and just the ability to get to the second level on their double team blocks.
In that situation, it seemed like he got across his face there and had to hold on for dear life. So 1st and 20. So again, Davis getting the handoff, nowhere really. As Travis Waters, the junior nose tackle, got in on the stop there. They got to get all the way to the 32-yard line, 18 yards to gain. As we're down underneath 7 minutes to go in the quarter, 7-0 the tally, as Hillside certainly loving to slow this thing down. Quick snap throw to the far side through the hands of the wideout. That was Miles Dillon. He's had a couple of drops here tonight.
Now, 3rd and long situation, deep in your own 20-yard line, about 15. You know, here Hillside has to be careful with the ball. This is a perfect area for a run, quarterback draw, screen play. You do not want to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll put Mads Vanika out in the slot position, trips to the near side. 3rd and 19. As Cleveland backs up, there's a rollout by Harris. Harris is going to be pressured, and he is going to be dropped down inside the 10. Guess who? Xavier Clark. We've said his name already a few times tonight.
Yeah, he's quick, too. Good job with his pressure. We'll see Harris here roll out, trying to find anybody downfield. Good job. You'll see him split his man coming up with the big tackle.
He took on 2 offensive players there and was able to hold his own, and they will force a second punt by Hillside from their own end zone, as Trajan Womack will just simply try to get it out. High snap, and they nearly got to it, and there's going to be a flag. Well, they'll call a running into the kicker or a roughing the kicker will be interesting. And Jaquez Durham could have easily blocked that, and we'll see what the call is. See if it'll be a automatic first down or what. We'll see. I have a feeling it'll just be a running into the kicker. Coach Riley looking on, and here's the call.
Running into the kicker.
So we'll be running into the kicker.
That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. First down.
So it'll be Cleveland football when we return. 5:30 to go, 7-0. Rams lead it.
Black Friday means the best tech with the best savings. And now at Nissan's year-end event, you can get both in our award-winning lineup. No brand has earned more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards for cars and trucks than Nissan in 2018. Get Black Friday savings before they're gone.
Save up to $5,500 on Rogue, or get a low $149 per month lease on the 2018 Sentra.
But hurry, Black Friday savings ends soon.
Need glasses now? We have a lens lab in every store and can make them for you in as little as 30 minutes.
2 pairs start at just $38.71, and 91% of our glasses are ready the same day. No one makes glasses faster than iMart Express.
.530 to go, 7-0. Cleveland ahead in a defensive showdown. Here's the penalty called on Jaquez Durham. And I don't know why he stopped. He could have blocked that.
Yeah, and whenever you're coming off the edge there, you've got to go to the angle and kind of map it out before the ball is snapped, as far as where your angle is going to be, where you can either knock the ball down when you're trying to block it or run by the kicker, but you can't go to where the kicker is at, because that's when you're going to have contact.
So Tyson Dew gets the handoff, first play. About 3 or 4 yards there. Let's go down to the field to Aaron Summers.
Cleveland head coach Scott Riley said that while they've always had confidence in quarterback Darius Ocean's arm, this year it's his decision-making that's improved so much. And it's fun to watch him on the sideline because he takes complete ownership of the offense. He grabs the iPad, he goes through the plays to see what was right or wrong in the last series, and he's over on the sideline pumping up all of the offensive players, telling them where they need to go and what they need to do.
You can certainly see his leadership out there. Great job, Aaron, as Tyson Dew getting the handoff up the middle. And even going back and looking at Coach Riley's comments to the media back to the Cardinal-Gibbons game about how he's progressed. Certainly fun to see. I know this is a game for him, too. You're moving the ball, but it's got to be a little frustrating, though, with how good this defense is for Hillside.
Well, and you have to stay patient. You can't put the ball in harm's way. Only 8 interceptions on the year, so he's done an outstanding job of protecting the football.
There's another high throw to Jawai Williams. He'll make the catch. What a play as Williams gets inside the Wake 86 at green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free and 86 your trash. He gets it that far thanks to another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. And Jawai Williams has just certainly announced his presence with authority here this evening.
A perfect pass by Ocean there. Williams' third big catch of the game. Explosive play. Outstanding coverage by Hillside, but just better play by Ocean.
As Ocean will push forward.
Darius Ocean on the keeper down to the 15-yard line.
And this is the Miller Mott game-changing play of the game. We'll show you that again during the fourth quarter of tonight's game. We'll be selecting the Miller Mott game-changing play as Tyson Dew, kind of a shaky handoff there. Miller Mott College, changing future, changing lives. Kick off your new career with Miller Mott.
If I'm Cleveland here, I'm going slow, trying to use this clock up. The goal here is score a touchdown and use the clock so there's no time left for Hillside to get a drive before the half. I'll tell you, though, with the way Cleveland's playing offensively and with Hillside not being able to really manufacture anything big so far, if Cleveland can get a 2-possession lead, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the Hornets going into the half.
It certainly will. 3rd and 5 here. Ocean will keep it. Trying to find a seam. He's got one. And he will have first down yardage. That is Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down yardage.
And Ocean, only a junior, but I've been so impressed. We saw him earlier in the season. His ability to run the ball, throw the ball, be accurate, his leadership. Still another year to go, but he's the guy that I think has got a bright future. A lot of colleges should be after him with his talent that he has. And so many times you'll see guys that can do one thing. He can do it all, but his accuracy, especially on the deep ball, it's something that separates him.
So 2:20 to go. He'll put a man in motion. That's Barnes behind him. A misdirection handoff to Tyson Dew. Is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Cleveland, 13-0. That's a Leith Auto Park Honda touchdown for Tyson Dew of Cleveland, his second of the evening.
Darius Bennett, the right tackle. Outstanding seal block here on the right side. Zone read again. Dew running the ball right off the edge, and then the power getting into the end zone. That was a huge way to finish off the drive, powering into the end zone, capitalizing in the red zone. And now we talked about the pressure going on Hillside. That was a big touchdown.
Wyakobe through the pipes. His 56th extra point of the year. 14-0 in favor now of Cleveland. 2:12 to go. Again, let's take a look at the Saltwater Seafood scoring summary for Cleveland. Saltwater Seafood Market and Fry Shack, fresh seafood daily. In 7 plays, 59 yards, 3 minutes, 18 seconds. That's the basketball on grass that Cleveland likes to play.
And they put a lot of pressure on you because you see the ability to throw the deep ball, but then they come back and run it. You have to respect the passes. The safeties have to play back. That opens up the running game. This offense, that first drive didn't really get a lot going on the ground, but as they've had explosive plays, that's helped the running game and kind of pull out the linebackers and the offensive line. They've gotten into rhythm and Dew there. The more carries he gets, the better he goes.
You can see again, Dillon back to return the kick along with Faison. Last kickoff went into the end zone as Covey. As it's time for a Lane and Associates Family Dentistry kickoff. We love to make you smile. And Covey, high kick down to the 10. Here's Faison trying to find a seam. There's Faison. Getting past the 20, they'll give him forward progress all the way to the 27-yard line. Again, stay tuned for the Hendrick Chevrolet halftime report. We'll have this week's Ochsner-Permar Scholar athletes, participating school interviews with the principals, highlights from across the country, and more. Find new roads today at hendrickchevrolet.com.
Hillside here down 14-0. A spot they're not used to being in, and the goal here, you got to try to at least get into field goal range. Plenty of time, 2:05 left on the clock, 3 timeouts. They're gonna have to play fast here.
Hillside will get the ball to start the second half. First play, a draw to Davis as Cleveland says, Hillside, you better think of something else. As Marquis in on the stop. And Dakota Marquis came in 82 tackles on the year.
Situation here, if Cleveland can have another big play on defense, they may call the timeout to try to get the ball back. So Hillside, they need to get a positive play here coming up.
Here's Harris back to throw. Pressured, steps up, finds an open receiver. He's got room. Aiden Betty gets to midfield. He's out of bounds. That's a Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Betty came in today with 2 catches for 22 yards. That's certainly a season high for him there.
And Harris again, waiting, being patient in the pocket, finding his man on the crossing route. Breakdown in the secondary by the Rams, giving up the big play.
So they'll get into Ram territory here. We're down to 1:31 to go in the quarter, in the half, as Harris, time to throw. He'll step up in the pocket, and he will be swallowed up, but he's able to still pull forward and gets in to the 45-yard line. As the clock will continue to run, Harris trying to hurry the troops up and get them to the line.
That's going to bring up second down.
So second down and about 6. As we're down to 1:05 to go here in this second quarter. Hillside trying to get on the board in the half. Pressure coming. Harris getting out of it. He'll let it rip and throws it into the turf, unfortunately, for Hillside, as Betty was open. And a good job by Harris, though, to get out of the pressure situation.
And he's great. He's great eluding that pass rush. The Rams brought the blitz. He got out of there. Unfortunately, though, he just couldn't make an accurate throw. He had open man downfield. But here, a big third down coming up.
And 53 seconds to go. There's the blitz up the middle. Harris gets away from it. He's got some room. And the pass knocked away. Looked like Corin Artis in on it. I think he could have run for that.
And that's why, you know, when the play breaks down, you always want to keep your eyes down the field, but sometimes, you know, as somebody as talented as Harris, you should just take off and go and try to get in there. Too much coverage, dangerous pass. You know, and also, too, you're on the 44-yard line. You really want to try to go for it because you want to get points here, but this is a smart call by Coach Harrison, bringing in the punting unit. Try to get the ball pinned back for Cleveland.
So Trajan Womack will punt. Another high snap. He's going to go for it. He's going to run for the right side. And he got a Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down as he goes out of bounds. Let's see if they mark him out. And they mark him out at around the 34-yard line. Very sneaky play there. Caught the defenders for Cleveland coming upfield, and he just ran right by him.
Well, and look at the speed by Womack there. He broke the angles. Cleveland looked like they were going to be able to stop him. Just too much speed getting to the outside.
So the Hornets get another opportunity here. Caleb Austin, the receiver closest to you, watching at home. As Madzi Von Yika is split out as well, but it doesn't matter. Damian Harris just corralled by that defense. Tavon Sutton, 5'7" senior, and this could be disaster for Hillside as Harris is down. As Harris got spun around, and I think the weight of Sutton may have landed on his ankle. And it looks like he certainly saw it. It may have been, it looked like they're attending to his knee right now. I won't begin to speculate what it is, but that's a huge loss if that is the case.
He's been great tonight, and someone that's had such an outstanding season. You hate injuries in football. Hopefully he'll be okay.
On the roster, says Brian Harrison is number 3. We'll see if that is the case. Aiden Betty was listed as the backup quarterback. As we're trying to work out, see what the problem is. As Harrison, like he's warming up, as again, that's a tough thing to see. You want to see these guys compete at the best. And you can see Sutton, you can see he twisted his right ankle right there, putting all his weight down when he tried to bring him down from behind. And he can't even walk off on his own power just yet. That's tough for Hillside when you're down 14-0, and then to add insult to that. So we'll see if they can rally the troops here as Harrison will come in at quarterback here in the final 28 seconds of the second quarter. So it'll be second down and a loss of 6 on that previous play, so 16 as we'll have Hillside coming out with trips to the near side as we're down to the final seconds of this first half. They'll bring the pressure. Harrison nowhere to go. He'll dump it off to Davis. Davis getting loose. Davis has room, and he'll get a first down and more. Flag on the play. He is in the Wake 86 at green zone, but it looks like we may have a block in the back as Antonio Davis. As Harrison made a huge play there, as man, just had nowhere to, kind of a desperation situation. And we'll see what the flag is. It certainly will. I'm thinking it's going to be a block in the back.
Yeah, block in the back by DeAndre Brown. There's about 4 flags that were thrown in on that. Every official that had one might have thrown 2. But an outstanding play by Harrison.
So they'll move him back. Looks like it may just be second down and 10 if it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And again, Harrison, you can see dead to rights. Just last second gives it.
There's a block right there.
Very interesting, Jay. Was that a right call? I don't not question the official.
Rule is his helmet
has to be
in front of, and that was against Artis.
So again, 2nd and 11 now. Here's Harrison just letting it fly deep, up for grabs, tipped in the air and almost caught, but almost as well intercepted. That hit everybody's hands on that possession as Corin Artis, along with Jaquez Durham, in on the play as well. So 3rd down.
Harrison, second play into the ball game, throwing it deep. Nice throw, Brown. Going against Artis, just not able to use his height to jump up for the ball, but good coverage, knocking that ball down.
So 3rd down and 11, 8.4 seconds to go. Hillside trying to get on the board in the half. Here's Harrison, last-ditch effort up for grabs, caught, but it won't. It'll be out of bounds at the 3-yard line. I was about to say the clock would run out, but it should actually have more than, I think he went out of bounds with 3 seconds to go.
We'll see Harrison giving his guy a chance. He's got a strong arm through the mini Hail Mary coming down about the 3-yard line.
What a play.
Let's see now, Hillside, what do you do here? Do you go for the touchdown? You try to kick the field goal just to get some points on the board. A timeout on the field. Big decision coming up for Coach Harrison.
As they have found themselves, thanks to that desperation throw by Harrison, they're inside the Wake County 86 at green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free. And 86, you're trash. And they don't have instant replay in high school football. But I think he went out of bounds, and I looked at the clock, and there were still 3 seconds to go.
And now, what do you do here, Chris? Do you go for it, or do you kick the field goal? And most situations, I'd say, kick the field goal, get some points on the board, and have some confidence going into the half. But the way Cleveland has been tonight offensively, throwing the ball down the field, they've had some success, and they've kind of gotten better as the half's gone on. This is a game on the road. You're going to have to score touchdowns. If you want to win this game for Hillside, going against a great offense, it's averaging 40 points per game, you've got to score touchdowns.
And the advantage, if you can get into the end zone here, you get the ball to start the second half. So 3 seconds, 1 second in football doesn't really matter. They're going to get one more play. Give Harrison credit. This is a tough situation to be thrown in. He'll have the power pistol formation.
Antonio Davis on the right side.
Hand it off to Moore, and they won't get anywhere close. And what a play by Cleveland to end the first half as they will sprint off the field. Tavon Sutton making the play of the night on the defensive side for the Rams.
What a huge momentum shift. And that play, when both teams look back on it, it's going to be a huge impact on who wins this game. They're Cleveland standing strong, outstanding penetration. The blocking up front just looked like Hillside was confused.
Aaron Summers is with the Cleveland head coach, Todd Riley.
Coach, you've held Hillside scoreless in the first half. How has your defense been so effective?
We're bending but not breaking. So, they had 2 long drives, kept our offense off the field, which I think is their game plan. But we keep them out of the end zone. You got to be happy with that.
What parts of the defense are bending?
Well, they've had a lot of quarterback runs on third down. That hurt us. Ten's a heck of an athlete, and he's been scrambling around back there, and that's hurt us in extending drives. So hopefully we can get all that cleared up here in the second half.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Chris?
Great job, Aaron. That's Coach Scott Riley, not Todd. Looking for win number 50. We're at the half. Cleveland well on their way to that one. 14-0, they lead it. We'll have the Hendrick Chevrolet halftime report after this.
Sportsmanship. It means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior
and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games.
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official.
Mom.
Dad. Son.
Daughter. Coach.
Are we in this together?
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Miller Mott understands motivation. Miller Mott understands goals. Our dental assisting program makes it easier for you to start doing what you love. Kick off your new career education today at Miller Mott College in Raleigh.
Plastic bottles in North Carolina are creating jobs in our communities. They are separated, sorted, and packaged by your neighbors. Bottles are ground into small pieces called flake by your friends. The flake is clean and melted into pellets, then transformed into socks, your favorite shirt, the carpeting in your car, as well as other bottles. When you recycle plastic bottles here in the Carolinas, you're providing employment for an estimated 3,500 people. When you recycle your plastic bottles, you're making a positive impact on your community. Your bottle means jobs.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Ochsner Permar. Ochsner Permar, we make wrongs right.
Miller Mott understands support. Miller Mott understands success. Our veterinary technology program gives you the support and education you need to become a veterinary technician. Kick off your new career training today at Miller Mott College in Raleigh.
Welcome to the Hendrick Chevrolet Halftime Report. I'm Erin Summers on the sideline here at Cleveland, where the Rams lead 14-0 over Hillside. This year, we would like to thank Ochsner and Permar for being the sponsor for our Scholar athletes. Let's take a look at some of those athletes that took the win at each of our participating schools.
Throughout this season, Ochsner and Permar proudly sponsored 20 Scholar athletes for My RDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Ochsner and Permar featured a remarkable Scholar athlete who's proven to be a well-rounded individual at school and is involved with charitable causes in the area. Ochsner and Permar, as well as My RDC, would like to congratulate every one of these athletes for being exceptional members of their communities. Ochsner and Permar, we make wrongs right.
All of the nominated All-Stars are eligible to win a $5,000 prize courtesy of Ochsner Permar, making wrongs right. The recipient of the 2018 Semper Fidelis All-American Award is Noah Pittarelli. He's a senior from Wake Forest High School. Earlier today, Sergeant Antonio Rubio met with Noah and was able to ask him about his win.
The Semper Fi All-American program recognizes high school students who overcomes life's battles through sheer determination and conviction. These students embody the Marine fighting spirit by succeeding academically, bettering their communities with outside activities, and excelling in athletics. I'm here with Noah, this year's Semper Fi All-American recipient. Noah, what does it take to be an All-American, and how do you feel that y'all stand out amongst your peers?
Well, I mean, I think the most important part is that, you know, we do stand out, but anyone can be a Semper Fidelis All-American. And just really, it's all about giving your all, having that desire on and off the field, and just, you know, having that positive mindset that you give to others around you, and just giving back to the community and making sure that you're your best person and pushing yourself every single day.
What was your favorite part about the Battles One Academy?
I definitely made some lifelong friends, you know, that I'm still keeping in touch with even after, you know, it being so many months away. And they, you know, the Marines really push you and make sure that, you know, you're doing your best and believing in yourself. And I just thought that was really incredible, you know, especially that part of the Battles One Academy.
Awesome. Congratulations on being a Semper Fi All-American. You've earned it.
If you'd like to find out more about the Battles One Academy, go to sfaap.marines.com. We'll be right back with more from the Hendrick Chevrolet Halftime Report.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Getting coverage on the health insurance marketplace means you can worry less, especially when you need care. Better is knowing I'm covered.
Sign up by December 15th for coverage starting January 1st. Choose a health plan and take control of your health. But Health Insurance Marketplace open enrollment ends December 15th. Sign up today. Better is my best year yet.
Don't forget, you only have until December 15th to enroll.
Lists, we check them. Bikes, puppies.
We can't make puppies.
Here's a little elf secret. For limitless gifts, think beyond the list. Go to Five Below. Bluetooth for every year. Plus, Monopoly, Marvel, Hershey's, $5 and below. You're gonna need an extra treat. And these things ain't gonna fill themselves.
I have no idea how to wrap these.
Five Below. Just go.
I'm at Saltwater Seafood, best seafood place in town. I'm telling you, the best service. The people here are excellent. They treat you like family, and they got the best fresh fish, and it's so good. And not only can you buy fresh fish, you get it fried in the shack. They fried it seasoned to a T. I come in here all the time. I don't ever go nowhere else but here. I'm telling you, best place in Raleigh. You hear me? You better come on down and get you some fish. I love it.
Come see us!
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Welcome back to the Hendrick Chevrolet Halftime Report. I'm joined by Hillside Principal William Logan. With the success that the football team has had this season, how has that changed the support from the students?
I think it's been a significant change, not only from the students, but from the community at large. Just looking at the crowd that's here tonight, following the team, I think it's a testament to the work that they've done this season.
What are some of the things that Hillside's working on academically?
As always, we stay focused on student achievement in the area of academics, through a variety of programs that we have at our school. Just pushing students, motivating them to, strive and excel, be the best that they can be. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris?
Thank you very much, Aaron. As we continue the Hendrick Chevrolet Halftime Report, let's take a look at some great highlights from the last 10 weeks of football, all showcased right here on My RDC 28.
For several teams, 3 Pro Bowls. As Miller dodging some traffic, gets a block, spins away somehow again. And now he'll heave it down the left side. Has a man wide open, and the reception is made to the 10-yard line. And Craig Kroom.
He'll take another shot down the field. Complete. Fighting for extra yards. Cameron Noble into the end zone. 41-yard strike and a Leith Auto Park Honda touchdown for Gibbons.
Punt block comes in. It's blocked away by Broughton. The punter is down. The ball recovered by the Capitals. And there is Codrington.
Chris Dawson was just gushing about Codrington's ability on special teams.
Change cleats, change everything at a halftime. Not here, not in Cary. 2nd and 5. Andrew Hayes, how did he stop his direction? Keeps on his feet, down the sideline, and there goes Andrew Hayes somehow. Looking right, nothing there on the move. He made a pass like this early in the game, and this one gets through. Jeanette outbattles Grant, takes it out of his hands, and scores a Jordan touchdown. 4:43 to go in the third. Alston again, breaking through, hopping past one and takes a vicious lick on this punishing hit. And that hit came from Luca Hurst.
They're trying to convert again. Bootleg. Fry will take a shot. Carlucci, the one-handed grab, and the score!
Look at this catch. Carlucci in line, coming out. Wow, what a catch, bringing it in. 4th and 2, the tight end stepping up. Look at the concentration, bringing that all the way in.
Those are some unbelievable highlights. Unbelievable highlights from the past 10 weeks here on My RDC. Hopefully we'll have some more as we got 2 quarters left to play. Cleveland looking to go to the 4th round. One step closer to the state championship game. Back after this, second half coming up.
I would not have been treated fairly by the insurance companies had it not been for Martin & Jones.
Martin & Jones Law Firm protects injured people's rights.
I've just been extremely pleased with the performance.
Without Martin & Jones, we wouldn't have never made it.
You protect your clients like you protect your family.
I hope that no one ever has to go through what our family has been through. But if you do, I would highly recommend Martin & Jones.
The law firm you choose does make a difference.
Martin & Jones.
Right now, change the way you sleep forever. Choose your perfect mattress set at Rooms To Go from the best brands. And switch your foundation to this top quality Leggett & Platt adjustable base for free. Just touch the button and ease into the perfect comfort position for reading, working, or watching TV. The perfect angle to ease sore muscles and totally relax for a healthier, more refreshing night's sleep. So, make the switch to the Leggett & Platt adjustable base for free right now at Rooms To Go. Sleep better, Be happier.
Having moderate to severe plaque psoriasis is not always easy. It's a long-distance journey, and you have the determination to keep going. Humira has a proven track record of being prescribed for over 10 years. Humira works inside the body to target and help block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to symptoms. Most adults taking Humira were clear or almost clear, and many saw 75% and even 90% clearance in just 4 months, and the kind of clearance that can last.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Join over 250,000 patients who have chosen Humira. Ask about the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists. Humira and go.
The Hendricks Chevrolet halftime report continues here. Cleveland leading Hillside 14-0. Chris Hooks, Jay Sunhalter here as we get you set for the second half. Again, Jay, it's been all pretty much dominated for the most part. The score is 2 touchdowns, and that's a lot considering the style of play Hillside runs, and it's been pretty much a dominant game by Cleveland.
In Cleveland, they've had 3 explosive passing plays through the air. Ocean, so accurate. Williams has been coming down with some all-star type catches, but then due near the goal line, 2 touchdowns. He's been impressive. Physical running, getting into the end zone for his team, but again, the accuracy on these deep passing plays. I've been so impressed, Chris.
Yeah, that throw right there, right into the breadbasket as Jawai Williams and company have found their way in. You look at it, they could be up 21-0 if they didn't get stopped early on. As Tyson Dew gets his second trip to the end zone as they lead at 14-0, and Hillside's just really not been able to get really much. They've gotten a little bit here and there, but not anything sustained. As you'll see this throw here by Harrison, they almost got in the end zone, and then they had one chance. We're not able to take advantage of it, and that's where we sit here with the game at 14-0.
This was a missed opportunity with only 1 second left right before the half. They went for the touchdown. Cleveland's defense stepped up twice with big defensive stops. And here, just looking at the total yards, Cleveland winning that 200. As far as the stats go, somewhat even other than Cleveland, obviously dominating the game through the air. But it's just been the explosive plays and in the red zone, Cleveland taking advantage, scoring the ball on the ground.
Will Cleveland make it to the 4th round? We'll find out. We got 2 more quarters to see what happens here. We're back after this.
Growing up, I was kind of reserved and quiet, and then when I got on the soccer field, I sort of just left all that behind me. My friends and I, we would laugh and scream and just have so much fun. And so as I started playing soccer and getting more into it, at school I realized it was easier for me to make friends and connect. Just because that camaraderie I had on the soccer team, I felt like I could do that in real life. Why not?
You're invited to Belk's Friends and Family Sale. Get an extra 30% off store-wide. Save on designer gifts that rarely go on sale. And get Clinique's festive favorites for $49.50. Buy online, pick up in store. Come home for the holidays at Belk and Belk.com.
Black Friday means the best tech with the best savings. And now at Nissan's year-end event, you can get both in our award-winning lineup. No brand has earned more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards for cars and trucks than Nissan in 2018. Get Black Friday savings before they're gone.
Save up to $5,500 on Rogue, or get a low $149 per month lease on the 2018 Sentra.
But hurry, Black Friday savings ends soon.
Take on your retirement with the Medicare plan from the name trusted for over 80 years statewide. Here for today and whatever comes next. Medicare plans from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Live fearless. Learn more about Medicare plans to fit your needs at shopmedicarenc.com.
You're invited to Belk's Friends and Family Sale. Get an extra 30% off store-wide and get a special beauty offer. Plus, shop weekend-only bonus buys, 50% off statements, 60% off Chaps, Izod, and Van Heusen. Come home for the holidays at Belk and Belk.com.
Before we get you set for the second half to begin, let's go down to the field. Aaron Summers has a report.
Hillside head coach Harrison at the half, and he said that it was Damian Harris, their quarterback's right ankle, that was tweaked on that play just before the half when he went down. He said he was walking on it gingerly, but he would definitely come back into the ball game. Good news for Hillside. He also said that he wasn't really upset with anything that they've done in the first half besides those few big plays that they gave up where Cleveland was able to score. He said, we eliminate the big plays and we're doing just fine.
Great job, Aaron.
And, you know, on those big plays, though, they had guys in coverage. The coverage was good. It was just Williams and his height taking over. So a lot of that credit has to go to Cleveland. And Coach Harrison, though, knows his team has been battle-tested. Still another half here to go.
There's a pooch kick to start the second half. As Hillside not able to get around the corner as we get things underway here in the third quarter. Chris Hooks, Jay Sunhalter, a Semper Fi All-American down on the sideline. Aaron Summers, whether you're watching tonight's game in and around Joco or a progressive dinner in Apex, we say hello to you as you take time out to watch this one here tonight. Hillside down 14-0. And Damian Harris left late in the second quarter with an ankle injury. He seemed to be just fine. Good to see him back in action as they come out in the I formation. Donald Moore just nowhere to go here on that first play from scrimmage. And it was Isaiah Stevenson on the stop there.
Oh, and Stevenson, will see him shoot into the backfield, getting penetration, just quickness, getting underneath the pad level. Rodney Harris. And if you're undersized, you can get that first step, stay low. That helps you so much to get leverage, and then you can let your speed take over to get in the backfield.
They bring in 4 wide here in the gun. Harris, the lefty, surveying the scene there. Quick throw, near side, another drop. Brandon Turner let that one slip through his fingertips. That's the 3rd or 4th drop tonight by a Hillside receiver.
Harris getting rid of the ball quickly. That was a ball that should have been caught.
Not the prettiest throw, but again, the old adage, if it hits your hands, you should catch it.
And especially here, you know, we talked in the pregame about third round of the playoffs, the little things. You know, right now, just too many drop passes by the Hornets.
So be 3rd and long. Harris pressured, steps up, pump fakes, and he's brought down. And again, guess who? Isaiah Stevenson has made his presence felt here in the third quarter, and they'll bring up a 4th down, time to punt.
Cleveland here. It's the front 4 getting pressure. They're not bringing a blitz. The 2 safeties are playing deep, cover 2. The front 4, the linebackers, they're creating havoc right there, forcing Harris out of the backfield.
So here comes Trajan Womack. And Womack will come up and he'll punt it this time. Hillside's not afraid to fake it, and he'll get a fortuitous bounce on the punt. So the volatile offense that is Cleveland will have decent field position. I want to remind you as we get set for this next possession, remember during the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Miller Mott College Play of the Game. Miller Mott, changing futures, changing lives. Kick off your new career with Miller Mott. So it'll be Cleveland football as Omarion Hampton, freshman running back, getting an opportunity here on this first drive. Ocean, lefty in the gun. A misdirection here. And a good job by that solid defense of Hillside. Donald Moore, who's been doing it on both sides of the ball, makes the stop. They lose 4 yards on the play. Let's go down to the sidelines to Aaron Summers.
Cleveland running back Tyson Dew came out of the game after his second touchdown and had both of his ankles taped. He took off his socks, shoes, had both of them taped by the athletic trainer. Players were coming over to talk to him and see how he was doing. He said that he aggravated his ankles. He has dealt with ankle injuries in the past, so that's something to keep an eye on as this game goes forward.
You just saw him jog off the field as Ocean will pump fake, going deep down the left side, trying to go to Barnes, just out of reach. As that double move not working against this solid secondary of Durham Hillside.
No, I like it, though, by Cleveland. With a 14-point lead, I like their aggressiveness here, because if you can get a big play again, get Hillside on their heels, and somehow you can find a way to make this game 21-0. It's going to put Hillside in a bad spot.
That'll be 3rd and long. Trajan Womack, who has been clutch in these playoffs for the Hornets. He had a fumble recovery for a touchdown against Clayton in that 16-7 win. In fact, he had 2 touchdowns in that win. It was a punt return that he was able to score on in that 16-7 victory, and it looks like a timeout's going to be called by Cleveland. Timeout on the field. We're taking it with them as well. Back after this, Friday Night Rivals.
It doesn't matter how you do it, just 86 it.
List, we check them. Bikes, puppies.
We can't make puppies.
Here's a little elf secret. For limitless gifts, think beyond the list. Go to Five Below. Bluetooth for every year. Plus, Monopoly, Marvel, Hershey's, $5 and below. You're gonna need an extra treat. And these things ain't gonna fill themselves.
I have no idea how to wrap these.
Five Below, just go!
It's time now for the Lane and Associates Smile Cam. We love to make you smile. .34 to go. Folks young and old out here tonight seeing a great football game, seeing who's going to go to the 4th round of the 3AA playoffs. Getting one step closer to Chapel Hill as Ocean stepping up in the pocket. He's going to be surrounded, but somehow got his way out of that, and he'll run and lower his shoulder, getting past the 30 to about the 33, maybe even the 34. So it'll be 3rd down. It's a 3rd down and 7 here. Good job there by Ocean just to get something to make it manageable on 4th down. My correction there. So they're coming out. They're going to back it up. Looks like they're going to punt here. And Ocean gets it off and almost had it blocked. And Womack will pick it up. Womack trying to make something happen, and he'll be slung out of bounds. Womack's the type of player who's been so big for them in the playoffs. You just kind of let him do it.
Yeah, and you got to get that talented. Game down 14 points. Sometimes you have to take a chance, even in a dangerous situation there. Womack trying to make a big play. We saw him earlier on that fake punt, pick up the 1st down. We've seen his speed, and they're picking that ball up. He got about 5 yards.
Corin Artis was the one that snuffed it out and knocked him out of bounds as the defense for Cleveland. They pitched a shutout in the opening round of the playoffs against the Nighthawks of Northern Guilford. And Miller running for his life, or rather Harris. And Harris lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard there as they push him out of bounds at the 40. Again, they have just been coming after him. Jalen Vinson, the one coming after him. He's been certainly active, hadn't really got to him yet, but a short gain will make it, again, they gave him 2 yards on the play. At the 40-yard line, we're down to 9:06 remaining in the quarter. Vincent, as I just mentioned him, 114 tackles this year, 20 for loss. See if they bring the heat again. Sutton this time. They try to dump it off to, and they will say it's a completed pass to Madzi Vanyika. As again, the rain continuing to come down here. So he'll get a short gain there, making it a manageable 3rd and 2.
This is where you have to give the ball to Davis. 3rd and 2. Now he's actually, they're bringing both running backs in the game, Davis and Moore. This is where you need to pound it out, try to get this first down. But I think Hillside needs to get Mazvanika more involved in the pass game. He's had a couple nice catches. He's got the size advantage, good speed running across the middle. They need to use him more in the passing game.
Here's the handoff on 3rd down. As they try to get Donald Moore to the outside, he cannot make it, and he will be short. And they might have gotten a half a yard, if that, but again, off tackle play to the right, and guess who made the stop? Jalen Vincent. Again, I said before, 114 tackles entering the contest tonight. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 2. I formation, Moore in the backfield. Antonio Davis is the fullback as a whistle blows. And it looks like they're going to be calling a false start.
You got to punt it now.
So they're going to have to punt.
And that penalty, you know, we talked about only 3 penalties so far in this game for Hillside, but that's a crucial penalty. Big mistake there, because an opportunity where you're looking to go for it and continue this drive, and now you're going to have to send out the punting unit.
And they won't even have a punt returner back here. They'll try to avoid the fake situation where Trajan was able to break one off for a first down. Is they're going to let that one bounce. This one in a Cleveland favor. And they'll have it starting at the 30-yard line. Pretty much the same position they had it at to start their first possession earlier here in the 3rd quarter as the rain continues to come down. So here comes Darius Ocean. And that's a great shot there of the precipitation. That'll certainly change game plans here, maybe in the favor of Hillside.
Well, the key now is ball security. Neither team has given the ball up. No turnovers so far, but with the rain coming down, slippery ball. Cleveland's going to have to be careful throwing and hitting the ball off with ball security.
There's a handoff up the middle, a big hole by Hampton. As Omarion Hampton, the freshman, came in with little under 240 yards on the year. Getting called up from JV but you can do that in high school. You can be called up to play varsity in playoff time.
Up to the big leagues.
He's obviously been going back and forth. He just can't play both in 1 week. So that's a Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Be bold, be confident, and live fearless, North Carolina. There's the handoff to Chadwick. Chadwick carrying defenders. He continues to pump his feet, and he's finally pushed out of bounds by Trajan Womack. That'll be very close to a first down. He'll be knocked out at midfield, so he'll be just shy 9 yards on the play.
See Chadwick here continuing to chop his feet, move forward, and stay low. The defenders, you got to stay low. When you're going to make a tackle, you're not stand straight up. And there, Chadwick running through arm tackles.
So a 2nd down and 1. As the rain continuing to fall here. 2 receivers out to the left. As a flag is thrown, Madzivanika, I think, may have gone unabated to the quarterback. And so that'll be a Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Let's go down to the sidelines to Aaron Summers.
It is absolutely pouring down here, and it's gotten quite a bit colder. What's funny is Cleveland head coach Scott Riley just leaned over and said, hey, the weatherman didn't predict this. So not what they expected here tonight. Did not think they would have to be dealing with the rain. So we'll see how the game plans change.
Very good, Aaron. As I was telling you earlier, on my drive here, it was raining, but it just stopped. Certainly not in the weather forecast. As mentioned, here's Chadwick up the middle, busting through, but he's caught by Tavis Rhodes, a senior nose tackle for the Hornets, and it is just pouring here.
Thank goodness we're in the booth.
The window down. View's nice from up here, Aaron. Second down and 7. As Ocean and company, they've kind of slowed their pace down a little bit as the clock continues to run. Past the midway point of the third quarter. Ocean talking to Chadwick to give him the signals as they'll have trips out to the far side. On second down and 7. They're going to simply hand it off the middle. Chadwick's got a hole, and he is caught as he is carrying defenders, and he will slip his way out of a tackle for another first down. And I think that play right there simply boiled down to he wanted to get more yards into DeAndre Brown trying to go for the fumble.
Yeah, and he was trying to strip it. Look at Brown here, trying to hold him up, go for the ball, strip it out. Now 2 guys more had him as well, but you got to bring him down, and that's Chadwick. Just the motivation again, refusing to go down. He's had a huge game coming in here and spelling due.
Chadwick, 5'9", 173 pounds. He's averaging 6.7 yards a carry. Certainly changing momentum here. Here's Ocean, high down the near side and incomplete. So Jawai Williams, who's already made a number of tremendous grabs here tonight, missing the opportunity there, so it'll be second down and 10.
You know, in Hillside, again, no turnovers. This defense has been so good all season. You know, a spot here as Cleveland moved down the field. They were trying to get some fumbles with the weather here. They've got to try to get a turnover. They need a big play. They need a spark on defense.
How many weekends, Jay, have you called these games and it not rained? Is it?
It seems like we've had some sort of weather every week. And if we didn't, it was hot.
There's Chadwick, stopped well behind the line of scrimmage as Vanica in on the stop. So again, that'll be long on the third down, 3rd and 12 as Vanica looks on, trying to get his team another stop. I think this weather kind of plays in favor for Hillside.
This is 4-down territory for Cleveland here.
Here's Barnes slipping, and he will barely be able to keep his balance before he's met by a host of Hornets, and it'll be 4th down. And we'll see. I'm agreeing with you as you see the replay. He slipped. If he had been able to keep his feet there, he might have been able to get to the outside, but that kind of cost him there as DeAndre Brown was able to swallow him up there as they're going to be going for it here. I certainly wouldn't fault Coach Riley if he tried a little squib punt or a quick kick just to pin them even deeper, although they're sniffing it out. You can see the DB for Hillside playing way back just in case. And they will. It looks like they'll try a little quick kick. And that one will bounce. And it'll go inside the 10. Nice job there by Cleveland to pin Hillside deep. As we got a timeout on the field, we'll take it with them as well. Back after this.
Public school education.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at HendrickChevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Saltwater Seafood has the freshest seafood in town and the best customer service.
Saltwater has the freshest seafood in town
and the best staff.
Saltwater gets their fish fresh every morning.
Hey, Dante.
Check out the catch of the day at saltwaterseafoodnc.com and join our mailing list for weekly specials. Our fresh fish come daily from the North Carolina coast, and we're open every day but Monday.
I love their fresh fish right here at Saltwater.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
3:08 to go here in the third quarter. Cleveland leading 14-0. Chris Hooks and Jay Sunhalter, Aaron Summers braving the elements as Cleveland with a quick kick out of the last possession, pinning Hillside deep. They'll start at the 7-yard line as the weather certainly made a turn here. And we'll see how each team responds to it. It certainly won't affect Hillside so much as they've been running the football a lot as it is, but it certainly is hamstringing Cleveland. They can't air it out like they want to. And Harrison back in at quarterback for the Hornets. He'll dump it off to the far side. And he's getting some movement here. Nice play by Miles Dillon as he'll get a Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina, as again Miles Dillon is in a number of good plays here tonight, but it looks like, again, with the ball being wet, that was not the prettiest of throws.
The ball just looked like it slipped out Harrison's hands, but for Hillside, you have to play with a sense of urgency. I think they need to change things up, go up tempo here, try to get something going, try to do something different.
Here's Harrison rolling out, nowhere to go. He's trying to get away from traffic again. There's going to be a flag on the play, and that pass is going to be incomplete. It was intended for Damian Harris, as there's a flag deep in the backfield, and we'll see what it is. And you can see one of the offensive linemen, Jordan Griffith, pleading to the official, and it looks like that's going to be a hold or a block in the back. I think they're actually maybe calling a personal foul. It's a legal block in the back. My apologies. So a big penalty here, half the distance to the goal. And that certainly is a big penalty. Look at that. It's at least first down and 30. So they're deep. They went all the way back to the 5-yard line.
Oh, we talked about Madzvanika in the passing game. Couple nice catches. I think you've got to get him involved. He's got the size mismatched, the speed going against the linebackers. They've got to find him.
He'll throw it out of the end zone. Harrison breaking a couple of tackles, and he'll get close to the 20-yard line. Still, they've got to get all the way to the 35 for a first down. And another flag. It is just outside. And another hold called on Hillside, and things have gone from bad to worse here, as they'll have a 1st and 34. As they'll move. Let's see if we can see the holding here.
Yeah, right on the right side. And it was Sutton getting held. He's been living in the backfield all night, coming on the interior, inside pressure, and the Hillside just really putting themselves in a bad position with all these penalties racking up.
Here's Harrison. He's going to get rolled out again. Harrison hit as he throws, and the pass incomplete. As Octavius Faison is trying to plead his case, trying to get a flag, nothing doing there. And so, again, watch the play here. Yeah, he just simply can't hang on to it, as he got absolutely smashed by Jalen Vincent.
And Harrison here, boy, this takes a lot of courage, knowing you're going to get hit and still trying to get the ball off before contact. Harrison jumped right back up, but now out of the ball game, going over the sideline.
As Damian Harris back in under center for Coach Harrison's squad. 2nd down and 34. That is not a misprint on your screen. And now headed off to Brandon Turner, and he barely gets it out of the end zone to the 2-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 33. As Hillside seemed to be moving in the right direction, and it went south quick.
Yeah, and here, when it's 3rd and 33, not a lot of passing plays where your offensive line can hold up and allow Harris to sit in the pocket. I would try to throw a short little screen pass, something to get rid of the ball quickly. You do not want to allow the defensive line to get pressure, especially in the end zone for a safety opportunity. I get rid of this ball quick and hope that one of your playmakers can pick up positive yards.
They're simply going to see Harris roll out, and he cannot get out of the end zone, and a safety. The Rams take a 16-0 lead. Tavon Sutton gets the safety, and that was just a Bruin the whole time anyway.
And Sutton has done a nice job all night of getting past the blocks, using his quickness. I just had a feeling at some point Harris has done such a good job eluding the rush that somehow Cleveland was going to be able to corral him down, and at the worst moment for Hillside in the end zone, nowhere to go. A nice job getting pressure, and now 16-point lead plus the ball going back to the Rams. This home crowd has to feel very good with where their team's sitting at right now.
So 16-0 the tally, and they'll get the ball back. Tell you what, Hillside's really got to find something to dig deep here. Felt like on that last drive, I think you get a couple things going that they could maybe get some momentum, but penalty after penalty after penalty found them in no man's land, and now they're in a situation here where we're getting ready to begin the 4th quarter, and they're in big trouble. So they will elect to kick here. You have the option to punt or a kick. They'll get set as we'll have a Lane and Associates Family Dentistry kickoff. We love to make you smile. And the whistle blows as not really sure what is going on, as Connor Stanley coming on and off the field, confused as to whether he was supposed to be on or not. They finally get it all figured out. And here comes Hillside down 16-0. That'll bounce, and that nearly became a big problem. Jalen Chadwick able to jump on it, but as it hit the turf, it stopped. It didn't bounce to Chadwick. You see the replay here, that almost became
there's a divot out there.
Yeah, it almost became it was a free ball. Almost like watching someone on a par 3 not get close to the stick.
Yeah, almost stuck in the ground. The ball almost just stayed there.
So here comes Darius Ocean and the volatile offense that's been kind of handcuffed here in this second half, thanks to the rain. Looks like the rain may have subsided a little bit. First play, a draw up the middle. As Chadwick getting past the 45 to about the 47. So we're under a minute here in the 3rd quarter, as the pace of this game has certainly dropped off thanks to the rain. As Ocean looks over, and you can tell Coach Riley, knowing the situation too, he's going to eat some clock up himself. Again, down to 35 seconds, 4 receivers out. There's Again, another handoff. Chadwick brought down. And a good play there by Tavis Rhodes. Got him by the ankles there. What'd you see here, Jay?
The defensive line just winning up front, and also Hillside too, recognizing Cleveland, slowing the game down, running the ball more. They're starting to load the box. Only one safety back, bringing that extra safety down in run support. And Cleveland just going to use this clock going into the fourth quarter, let it run out.
We're through 3. Lane and Associates Friday Night Rivals presented by My Computer Career. Cleveland 16, Hillside nothing. Back after this.
Get ready for this week's matchup.
Hillside takes on Cleveland.
Lane and Associates Friday Night Rivals presented by My Computer Career. Watch each week as the area's best high schools take the field and battle for victory. Pride, determination, and the will to win. Experience it all live. The best matchups every week. Lane and Associates Friday Night Rivals presented by My Computer Career.
Plastic bottles in North Carolina are creating jobs in our communities. They are separated, sorted, and packaged by your neighbors. Bottles are ground into small pieces called flake by your friends. The flake is cleaned and melted into pellets, then transformed into socks, your favorite shirt, the carpeting in your car, as well as other bottles. When you recycle plastic bottles here in the Carolinas, you're providing employment for an estimated 3,500 people. When you recycle your plastic bottles, you're making a positive impact on your community. Your bottle means jobs.
Having moderate to severe plaque psoriasis is not always easy. It's a long-distance journey, and you have the determination to keep going. Humira has a proven track record of being prescribed for over 10 years. Humira works inside the body to target and help block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to symptoms. Most adults taking Humira were clear or almost clear, and many saw 75% and even 90% clearance in just 4 months, and the kind of clearance that can last.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Join over 250,000 patients who have chosen Humira. Ask about the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists. Humira and go.
We are starting the fourth quarter here in Joco. Cleveland up 16-0. As the fast-paced Ram offense looking to add to it as they hand it off to Chadwick to start it off. He's got room to the 40, baking way to the 30, 20, give him 6, touchdown, Rams. Biggest play of the night, Jalen Chadwick with a Leith Auto Park Honda touchdown. Unbelievable play.
Chadwick getting to the second level, that's really when you see his speed take off. He's done a nice job all night running through tackles here. No one even getting close. His speed, next level. And that's the home run ability he brings to this offense coming into this ball game. The change of pace back would do. That 1-2 punch has been so successful, and that was a huge blow to Hillside defense.
And that will be good with the extra point. That's the longest run of the season by Jalen Chadwick, and it could not have come at a better time to start the fourth quarter. That could be the knockout punch that the Rams were looking for. And Hillside certainly got a tough road to climb here. Let's take a look again at the Saltwater Seafood scoring summary for Jalen Chadwick and the Cleveland Rams. 3 plays, 60 yards, 1 minute, 18 seconds.
Well, you saw the line play up there. Hillside was seeing straight up. The offensive line for Cleveland, lower, bent knees, getting leverage, getting push, and then Chadwick's speed. You know, again, he just seems like he has an extra gear, an extra burst. And Hillside here, down 23 points. They can't be down on themselves. They've got to get a comeback going. The body language out on the field. They've got to get some motivation, somebody to get them going. There's still plenty of time here, but they haven't really had much going offensively, Chris, and they have to start now if they want to get back in this ballgame and have a chance.
You know, coming into the matchup, we weren't necessarily talking a lot about the Cleveland defense, having only pitched one shutout in the regular season, 2 if you combine the playoffs. They're on pace to have their 3rd shutout of the year. Certainly showing Hillside how it's done. Again, still a long ways to go. Hillside, we'll see if they have some kind of trick play or something to kind of change the momentum here. But it was an interception return for a touchdown last week that changed the momentum against Northern Durham as the squib kick, and it's caught, and he's going to go all the way. 1 man to beat, 20. He'll cut back, and he gets his way down. Good job there by Wyatt Covey as Covey saves a touchdown. Miles Dillon returns it all the way in to the Wake 86 at green zone. He got it at the 30, and his speed just showing off right there.
I'm not sure where the coverage unit was for the Rams. Got out of alignment, not in their lanes. Nice push there at the last minute, but Dillon, that's the big play they needed. Special teams stepping up, and now the Hornets offense, great situation here to get some quick points on the board.
And the Wake 86 at green zone is where we'll see Hillside start things off on this possession. 11:46 to go in the ball game. Again, help keep Wake County litter free, and 86 your trash. And they'll bring out, it looks like Harrison will be the quarterback, trying to break the shutout here.
I got my shirt. Cleveland, second charge, timeout of the half.
And it looks like Cleveland has called a timeout. We're going to take one with them as well. 11:46 to go. Hillside threatening.
You're invited to Belk's Friends and Family Sale. Get an extra 30% off store-wide. Save on designer gifts that rarely go on sale. And get Clinique's festive favorites for $49.50. Buy online, pick up in store. Come home for the holidays at Belk and Belk.com.
This is going to change the way you sleep forever. Right now, find your perfect mattress set at Rooms To Go, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, and others. And switch the foundation to this top quality Leggett & Platt adjustable base for free. Yes, for free. It's versatile, it's healthy, it's awesome. You'll save hundreds of dollars and get your best night's sleep when you buy your new set and switch to the free Leggett & Platt adjustable base right now at Rooms To Go.
You're invited to Belk's Friends and Family Sale. Get an extra 30% off store-wide and get a special beauty offer. Plus, shop weekend-only bonus buys, 50% off statements, 60% off Chaps, Izod, and Van Heusen. Come home for the holidays at Belk and Belk.com.
60-plus yard return by Miles Dillon has certainly changed the outlook of this one thus far, at least as far as Hillside getting on the board. Chris Hooks, Jay Sunhalter, Aaron Summers manning the sidelines here as we're in the 4th quarter. Brian Harrison and the Hillside Hornets trying to get on the board. See if they can put 6 on the scoreboard as we come down at the backstretch here. There's a slant across the middle. Dillon gets the touchdown, and the shutout has been averted. Dillon with his 4th touchdown of the year. And that could not have come at a bigger time. The Auto Park Honda touchdown. That's a Leith Auto Park Honda touchdown. As Miles Dillon puts Hillside on the board. Nice slant route to make it 23-6.
It's only right that he got the opportunity there in the passing game to get a touchdown. He secured the ball, getting leverage on the slant. He started with that huge special teams play, and they're capitalizing with the touchdown.
They're going to go for 2 here. Moore and Davis at the backfield. Fade to the corner of the end zone. Up for grabs. He caught it, but he's out of bounds. And the 2-point conversion fails there. And it's 23-6. As Faison, a little bit too much mustard on that one. Nice catch, though.
Heck of a catch. I mean, a little bit too far here. See Faison go up, get the ball about a foot out of bounds.
Very short drive thanks to the return by Dillon. So 11:42 to go. It's not over yet. Don't turn the channel. This is not, it's a team in Hillside that's defense is very good. They could certainly get a 3 and out here. Maybe force a turnover. They did that in droves in the last 2 weeks to get to this portion of the playoffs. May even see them try something here.
We haven't seen the weather, the field conditions, precipitation on the ball have an impact yet. You know, will it here in the fourth quarter? Turnovers haven't really shown up here tonight, but Hillside is a huge response getting on the board. Still 11:42 left on the clock.
And here's the kick. We'll see what they try. It's going to be a deep one. And here comes Durham. He's got room. One man to beat as he gets to the outside. And he'll be in prime territory to the 50-yard line as Durham turned on the Jets. And he had a great return there as we take a look at the Saltwater Seafood scoring summary. 1 play, 3 yards, 4 seconds for the Hornets. So a very good return by the Rams. So they're waiting for Darius Ocean to get out on the field. And so Ocean taking his time here. So a 1st and 10 for the Rams. 11:35 to go. Ocean had to take a water break, coach. Hit it off up the middle to Chadwick. Chadwick scored the touchdown. As Ocean will jog over to the sideline. I think he has the wrong helmet.
Yeah, and that's why he was out on the field. His teammates giving the wrong helmet. Hopefully this will be the right one. But I'll tell you, in this situation here, 3-possession ball game, you're in the driver's seat. You want to use this clock up. But the biggest key Coach Riley has to tell his team is ball security, no turnovers here. Run the ball, use the time up. Try to get the ball to Chadwick. We've seen how explosive he is. No reason to play up-tempo here.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9. Ocean has the correct helmet. He'll send a man in motion. He'll fake the handoff. He's going deep down the side, and it is picked off, and they've got a little bit of room here. Here comes Hillside, and this game ain't over yet, folks. Antonio Beatty, the 5'7" senior, gets the pick, and boy, oh boy, we got a ball game here now, Jay.
This Hillside defense, that big special teams play, score, then getting the turnover, trying to get some momentum back. It start with the pressure from Brown right in the face of Ocean, and then the interception. This defense has been outstanding all year. Tonight hasn't been their night so far, but right when their team needed it, they came up with the big play here. Now setting their offense up with pretty good field position, try to get another scoring drive going.
So again, Harrison back out as Madzivanika is out in the slot inside receiver. They have 4 receivers out. Madzivanika is actually on the line now. More of a tight end here. So they'll have it 1st and 10. Harrison dumps it off. Madzivanika can't hang on to it. If he does, he had real estate in front of him.
Well, he had room to run, and then also whenever a defender comes up, who's going to want to tackle him?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Madzivanika at 6'4", 245. Connor Stanley, 5'11", 160.
And that's with him running downhill, getting momentum. It's a missed opportunity. And he just went out of the ball game. But again, I've talked all night about trying to get him more involved. He's so good in the pass game. I think they need to get the ball to him here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try a quick screen. Turner. He'll get to the outside. Durham corrals him after a short gain. It would be like me trying to tackle you.
Yeah, but you're quick.
I don't know about
tough. You know, I think if I start running, I may pull a muscle. So you may get me just get me half speed hobbling down the field.
So 3rd down and 8. This is certainly 4-down territory for the Hornets as Harrison surveys the scene. They're going to send pressure. He'll step up, throw it across the middle. It's tipped, and I think that was intercepted. One official says no, it hit the ground. Tough break there for John Barnes. He has 1 interception already this year. So it'll be 4th down. Again, Cleveland trying to get to the 3rd round. Last time they did that, Caden Norman, the backup quarterback at East Carolina, was the man under center. In fact, his pops is over here to our left, running the scoreboard here.
He's an outstanding player here at Cleveland and doing a really good job down at East Carolina. A big game tomorrow with NC State.
So 10:21 to go. 4th down now for the Hornets. Harrison not able to make the completion there, and a turnover on downs. We'll give it back to the Rams. Still plenty of time left if you're Hillside. But that was a big possession if they wanted to get back within two possessions, so to speak. Let's go down to the sidelines. Aaron Summers has a report.
After Cleveland's last offensive drive, quarterback Ocean took a really bad hit. He came over to the sidelines. The athletic trainers patted him around the chest area, make sure that he was okay. He did have a cut on his left elbow, so they wiped off some of the blood that was on his pants and taped up his elbow with some gauze. And he quickly ran out to right back out into the ball game.
Thank you, Aaron. He's back out under center, and they'll hand it off to Hampton. Hampton gets away from one tackle. And down the right side, getting a Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. He's been impressive as a freshman thus far.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, the power that he just ran with there, the speed he has, we'll see it here coming up. Watch him running through a couple arm tackles there, 2 missed tackles, 3 missed tackles, and then finishing off this run. Getting the first down, fresh legs, depth in the backfield. Cleveland's got a lot of guys they depend on in the running game. Coach Riley rotates those guys in and out and expects them to contribute at a high level, and they've been good tonight.
He's a freshman that weighs 180 pounds. There's just some kids that just have it. And that size certainly breeds a football player there. Here's the handoff near side. Here's Chadwick, 1 man to beat, 20. All the way to the 10. Give him 6. Cleveland is one step closer to the 4th round of the playoffs. Chadwick, another long run. That's a Leith Auto Park Honda touchdown. Chadwick getting it done.
And now Cleveland's starting to run away with this game. Cleveland, no reason to put the ball in the air after that last interception. Give it to Chadwick. And he just says, hey, let me throw a stiff arm here, use my speed, power into the end zone. And he has been a huge force here tonight in the running game. And once he gets to the second level, his speed, his burst is what separates him. And Cleveland now has to feel very good with where they're sitting.
30-6 the tally. Chadwick, his 2nd touchdown of this half, as Cleveland has extended that lead. Unbelievable explosiveness there. Cleveland certainly hoping they can get the win. They'll certainly go look at that scoreboard immediately.
Cleveland, first quarter, not a lot of success on the ground, but I really think it was their passing game, the ability to throw the ball, put Hillside on their heels, and then the running game just exploded. In that second quarter and on, it's put Hillside on their heels, and this is the defense only giving up 14 points per game. They've been out on the field a lot tonight. Cleveland's been the aggressor. Hillside, they're in a position where they're not built to come from behind. This isn't a passing team. A tough spot for them. Get down 24 points.
And is Wyatt Covey, one of the many Oxnard-Pomar Scholar athletes here this year. Is another Lane and Associates Family Dentistry kickoff. We love to make you smile. He looks left, looks right. He'll put total leather. There's 9:34 remaining in the ball game. It's an onside kick. And I think it went 10 yards. We'll see if they give possession to, there's a flag on the play.
Ball recovered by the Rams. There is a penalty marker on the play.
And we'll see, the flag was down. And we'll see what they call here. As the officials confer. See what they come away with here. I didn't quite see what it was.
During the kick, illegal block on the kicking team. They blocked prior to the ball going 10 yards. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Re-kick.
So certainly the cards have been shown, so they won't onside kick it again. Your thoughts on them onside kicking here?
I'm surprised. Usually you pull the onside kick when you're down. Different situation now. Cleveland 24-point lead. I'm surprised they tried that. Now here in this situation, I wouldn't do it again. I'd kick the ball deep. But the biggest thing is the coverage unit saw them give up a big return previously to Dillon. They've got to stay in their lanes. No reason to over pursue here, fly down the field. You just need to make a stop and force Hillside to drive the length of the field.
So still a long ways to go as they'll kick again, but should this score hold up, Cleveland will play the winner of Dudley and Southeast Guilford. Should Dudley win, Cleveland will get to host a 4th round game here at home. Otherwise, they'll have to go just outside of Greensboro to take on Southeast Guilford as the number 2 seed. And it was thanks to Hillside that Cleveland got to host a game here because Hillside took down the number 1 seed in the East, Northern Durham, last week. So 30-6, here's Covey to kick from the 30 this time. A Lane and Associates kickoff. They love to see you smile. It's a deep one. And here's Dillon. He's trouble with the ball. See if he can find anywhere to go. He gets out of one tackle. Trying to break it to the other side, breaks another tackle. He's finally brought down by the freshman, Omarion Hampton. And so here comes the Hillside offense. Let's take a look at the Saltwater Seafood scoring summary as Jalen Chadwick and company put it on the board. 2 plays, 57 yards, 43 seconds. That's the high-paced offense that Coach Riley likes to see.
And they kept it on the ground. No reason to put the ball in the air. And then Chadwick here off the left side of the line of scrimmage where he's had so much success tonight. Then that stiff arm right at the last moment. And when he scored here, he could feel the momentum shift. He could feel his team really taking control of this game.
It's tough to see for Hillside as Harrison back in at quarterback. Damian Harris just not able to give it a go with his ankle. They're doing their best as Harrison. Snap throw quickly to Faison, and Faison bottled up quickly by the fast, speedy defense. Garrett Paris, and a flag has just been thrown. I didn't see what happened there. It looked like Nick Campbell. Might be, I didn't see if a punch was thrown. What did you see, Jay?
There's a lot of talking after the play over both teams getting separated. At this point, no reason to have any late hits.
Personal foul on the offense, 15 yards from the end of the run. The ball was dead before the down count, 2nd down.
Tough break there. I didn't see, it looked like it was Nick Campbell who charged with the crime there. And here's Faison with the catch where he was bottled up and thrown down. Let's see if there's any extracurricular activities there. As Campbell, and I wonder what happened for Campbell to react like that. Here's Harrison stepping up, gets out of a tackle there, leading his block is Faison as Harrison is pushed out of bounds just past the 30-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down at about 8. Actually, it's actually closer to the original line of scrimmage. My correction there is a good job by Harrison. Did a good job of pointing out blockers. As Barnes did a good job of getting him to force him to the outside.
We got positive yards, but here now, 4-down territory. You got 2 downs to try to pick up the first here and continue this drive.
So Antonio Davis to the right of Harrison here. In the shotgun, pressured, sacked. That ferocious defense, Garrett Paris. As Paris gets the sack, it'll be 4th down and long, and desperation time well past that for Hillside with 8:30 to go. Not able to get anything really going offensively. And Aaron mentioned in the pregame about how special teams could play a role in here's Womack. Womack will punt, and it's a wobbler that will die at the 40 and roll forward to about the 45, and Cleveland can just be salivating. They're getting ever so close to a 4th-round matchup to be determined. We'll take a timeout. 8:01 to go here in the 4th. Cleveland rolling in this one.
Black Friday means the best tech with the best savings. And now at Nissan's year-end event, you can get both in our award-winning lineup. No brand has earned more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards for cars and trucks than Nissan in 2018. Get Black Friday savings before they're gone.
Save up to $5,500 on Rogue, or get a low $149 per month lease on the 2018 Sentra.
But hurry, Black Friday savings ends soon.
December is Mattress Month at Rooms to Go. So take advantage of this very special purchase. Buy 1 Kingsdown mattress set, get a 2nd set free. Here's how it works. Buy a king size, get another king free. Queen size, buy 1, get another queen free. Full or twin size, buy 1, get a 2nd set free. Plus get other great mattress buys throughout the store, including the best brands like Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, and Tempur-Pedic during Mattress Month at Rooms to Go. Going on now.
8:01 to go in the 4th quarter. Cleveland leading Hillside 30-6. Let's go down to the sidelines to Aaron Summers.
Chris, Cleveland has had a varsity program since 2010. Every single year since then, they have been to the playoffs. They're 1-2 in the 3rd round. Coach Riley said that he really wants to make it 2-2. He said that this Cleveland team is the best team that he has ever coached. And he's been here for every single year that they've had a team here.
Certainly very impressive to see such a young school 4 times make it to the 3rd round. As the defense for Hillside jumps offside, so that'll be free 5 yards. I didn't see who had jumped. I'm guessing it was none other than DeAndre Brown, considering he's the one coming off the field. Either way. So it looks like Hampton getting an opportunity here down the stretch. Marion Hampton gets just shy of the 35. So 2nd down and 1. Getting closer to a Blue Cross and Blue Shield 1st down. They've had plenty of those tonight.
This Cleveland offense, it's so tough to defend. You got great running backs. Ocean's an all-star at the quarterback position. Outstanding wide receivers with good hands. It's tough for any defense. And remember, this is a Hillside defense that's been outstanding all season. They've had trouble tonight.
Chadwick getting a handoff there. He spins out of a few tackles. And he'll get the 1st down. A Blue Cross Blue Shield 1st down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. Chadwick, we've seen his speed. Here's his toughness here. He gets 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. Maintains possession. Blue Cross and Blue Shield presenting another 1st down here tonight as they're going to let this clock run down. We're under 7 minutes. So just heard the Dudley Southeast Guilford score. Dudley leading Southeast Guilford 12-0. And if that holds up,
Cleveland will be at home next weekend.
Well, they have great fan support here. And they're comfortable playing at home. Anytime you have a home field advantage, you don't have to travel, especially in the 4th round of the playoffs. The next step is the state championship. That's potentially going to be a huge advantage for Cleveland. And we talked about their skill players playing so well tonight. How about the offensive line? They've really settled in, going against a strong front. They've had a nice ball game.
Yeah, we haven't said the player we thought we'd be saying his name quite a bit. Madzivanika has been quiet all night. Here's Ocean spinning away from Harrison, and he just throws a dart out of the reach of Jawai Williams and out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down here. So Trajan Womack in on the stop there. Again, he's a guy that carried this team with a number of big defensive plays throughout the playoffs. Madzivanika has been dominant at the line, but again, he's been neutralized all night.
And there, Harrison getting the pressure, playing both ways. Then put into action from the quarterback position there. He helped out Ocean. Both quarterbacks getting physical there in the backfield with the late hit.
And considering if you look at the colors for Cleveland, it's almost like it's destiny for them to end up at Chapel Hill in a couple of weeks. We'll see if that's the case. Still a long ways to go. Here's Chadwick on the 3rd down handoff, sweep. He will simply lower his shoulder, getting to the 25, short of the 1st down. As we'll have 4th down coming up. We'll see they give Wyatt Covey a chance to kick, or if they'll just let the clock continue to run and be as it may. Whatever happens, happens. Obviously, they're probably going to go for it. No chance. You don't want to give Hillside a chance to do anything with it.
The way this offense is rolling, you gotta feel confident if you're Coach Riley with the ball in Ocean's hands. Look for him to roll out. Also, Williams is in one-on-one coverage up at the top of the screen.
So we're under 5 minutes. They're going to throw it here. He's going deep down the side of Barnes. Barnes is clobbered, and we'll have an easy pass interference call. It was a good throw. Would have been a catch. And Barnes coming up very easy. As looks like he's a little woozy too. And he is not looking in very good shape, at least. At least he's walking off, but again, he took a pretty hard hit.
And Ocean initially looked towards the right side, looking at Williams. He saw the linebacker scraping back, and then went towards the left, and that hit was blatant.
Oh yeah, he was kind of that defenseless receiver. As we're in the Wake 86 at green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free, and 86 your trash. Here's the handoff to Amarian Hampton. Hampton carrying tacklers all the way inside the 5. They'll give him forward progress to the 2-yard line as we're under 5 minutes here in Johnston County.
That's going to be enough for another Cleveland Rams.
As the Rams continuing to run the clock. So Ocean will look in. He'll have backs on either side of him. 2 to the right. They try to put this thing away. Flag is thrown. And it looks like we may have a they're going to have to back it up. So 1st and goal now from the 7. As Ocean looks on. You know, it's the right thing to do, obviously, in this situation as far as slow the game down. But, you know, Coach Riley would rather be going no huddle. And but, hey, you got to take it as it is. As, again, they'll try to ice this one. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third round of the 3AA playoffs. Here's the handoff. Chadwick, give him another touchdown. You can put it in the books. That's a Leaf Auto Park Honda touchdown. And Jalen Chadwick, his third touchdown as Cleveland up 36-6, extra point pending.
Chadwick rolling tonight here again off the left side of the line of scrimmage. Second touchdown on the left, one on the right. And his ability just kind of hide behind the offensive line and then dart through. So tough for the defensive line to see.
And the kick is blocked. And so with 3:46 remaining in this one, Cleveland out in front in this one, 36-6. Jalen Chadwick certainly earning the rest as we come down the backstretch. Now let's go down to the sidelines. Aaron Summers has a report.
Cleveland wide receiver John Barnes is on the sideline. He came down hard on his right shoulder after that pass interference call just a few moments ago. The trainers are assessing his right shoulder, the collarbone area, and they're working on taking off his pads right now to get a better look.
I was wondering, he came up the way he got up out of that when he fell down. It just seemed like just something in the upper extremities, whether he hit his head or something was not right. Hopefully he'll be okay, as they got a game coming up next week unless something miraculous happens for Hillside's sake. You felt like early on in this one, the way things were going with the missed opportunity that Cleveland had at the goal line on their first drive and it only being 14-0, you thought that the opportunities would be there for Hillside.
And they just didn't get anything going offensively, and then Harris got hurt. It kind of changed the momentum, and then once Cleveland got that safety, made it 16-0, got the ball back, you could just kind of see Hillside start to unravel and got out of their comfort zone.
Here's another Lane and Associates Family Dentistry kickoff. We love to make you smile as Wyatt Covey jogging his way back onto the field as Coach Riley, Scott Riley, his fourth season. As he'll try a deep kick here. As that one will have to be picked up by Dylan. Now Dylan trying to find somewhere to go, and he is corralled by Omarion Hampton, the freshman, getting all sorts of opportunities here tonight. As we take a look at the Saltwater Seafood scoring summary. In 8 plays, 45 yards, 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. As it's now 36-6, Jalen Chadwick having a phenomenal effort in the backfield tonight in the place of Tyson Dew, re-injured his ankle.
The big key on that drive was eating up almost 5 minutes of clock.
So 3:40 to go. Harrison, and he throws it across the middle. Aiden Beatty could not hang on to it as the pass again incomplete.
You know, Chris, another big play in this ball game all the way back to the first half. 1 second left on the clock. Hillside right on the doorstep of the end zone, not able to punch it in. That's really where Cleveland started to get that momentum into the halftime break.
And another pass across the middle, not caught by Hillside as Hunter Morris was right there. He could have hit him a lot harder. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 as you watch the replay here. I mean, it could have been much worse.
This Cleveland defense been so fast tonight, but they've also been physical.
That one almost a disastrous play. Harrison dumping it off. And that'll be a great catch considering the situation, as Brandon Turner made the catch, but he slipped. So have it at the 15, short of a first down, and they're going to have to bring out the punting unit once again.
I'm surprised here Hillside's not trying to go for it. I know the game's well without reach.
Hillside just trying to flip the field in some form or fashion. They may even try to fake it here with 2:57 to go, although here's the snap. And Womack will punt it. They're going to let it roll as it'll stop just past the 50-yard line as we're under 2:40 to go in this one. It is just a formality. Here's tonight's Miller Mott College Play of the Game. Miller Mott, changing future, changing lives. Kick off your new career with Miller Mott. I think this kind of set the tone. Jawai Williams, 3 catches like that all night. Not able to get in the end zone, but he certainly set up the first score of the night. That's your Miller Mott College Play of the Game. Again, kick off your new career with Miller Mott. So Hillside calling their first timeout here. As your coach Harrison at this point, I think you're more or less just saying, hey guys, let's just finish this thing out strong. You know, you have nothing to hang your heads about. You were a 9 seed. You upset the number 1 seed. Heck, you beat the 8 seed and the 1 seed on your way to this one.
They've had a heck of a season. You know, a lot to be proud of. And if you're over on the Hillside sideline, especially if you're a senior, you know, this is devastating. Having a great year in it. It's going to come to an end tonight. The biggest thing you said it is, you want to close this ball game out. If you're on the field playing as hard as you can, having no regrets, and knowing that you gave it your all, and the formality of a season, it ends quick, and you feel for any team that loses. There's only one team, you know, in each classification that's going to be happy at the end of the season, one team that's going to continue to win. And all these teams that get knocked off, it's tough, especially for those seniors. You have to give a lot of credit to them, though, on an outstanding season in Cleveland. They've just been great tonight.
Here's Hampton. He'll go all the way to the 40-yard line where he's clipped for another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. I mean, you look at the season that the Hornets have had. Their first loss on the road at Scotland, who is in the state championship game last year. Then they lost at home to Dudley, who has made it to the Elite Eight. They're well on their way to possibly battling for a Final Four berth over in Greensboro. And then the other loss to the conference champion Northern Durham, who they beat in the second round of the playoffs. To beat Clayton on the road and Northern Durham, you have nothing to hang your head about, as again, another first down, a Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. And they'll hand it off to Hampton again. Hampton just carrying all kinds of defenders for another Blue Cross and Blue Shield first down. If you're Coach Riley, you got to be pretty happy of who you got in the backfield over the next 3-4 years.
And so much talent back there. And Dew hasn't really even been in here in the second half. These young players stepping up. They talk about closing out the ballgame for Hillside. In Cleveland, they've got a 30-point lead, and they want more. They're still playing like this is the first quarter, and the score is 0-0. You have to love the effort that they're showing tonight, and that's one of the reasons why they're advancing, and they've had a great year themselves. The Rams, they play hard. The way, especially on defense, how they fly around the ball. This is a team that loves playing.
So 1st and 10, Ian Hampton getting in on the drop the middle. Hampton breaks a tackle. He'll cut to the outside, and he is finally knocked down, and a flag thrown from way across the field. And I wonder if there's going to be a helmet-to-helmet situation here. And the number that I saw flashing across the screen looked like a number 58, Jalen Cornish.
Offense, 15 yards from the end of the run. Replay, first down.
So the penalty actually against the Rams. We'll see if we can see the blind side block. Right there. Yep. It looked like that was Shane Johnson. So 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. So it looks like as this clock winds down under 1 minute, looks like the Rams will take on Southeast Guilford next week for a trip to Chapel Hill. And they will simply kneel down into victory formation, the shotgun version of it, as Ocean and company start to celebrate as they get lined up at the 50-yard line. Heck of an effort by Cleveland here this evening.
Yeah, the way they executed, especially after this was a close ball game and then they just took off, they kind of got into rhythm. Their game plan, throwing the football, that's what opened up the running attack. And the running attack in the second half is what sealed the deal here tonight in Hillside. Things didn't go their way tonight, but they played hard all the way throughout. And a great ball game in Cleveland, a big game coming up next week, Chris. The way they played tonight, they're going to be a tough out.
The clock has struck 0 as the Cinderella story is over for Hillside. Cleveland one step closer to a state championship game berth. They win it 36-6.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Are you tired of working the same old job for little pay? In as little as 4 months, you could be starting your new career in the exciting IT space. At mycomputercareer.edu, we teach you the exciting world of information technology.
And here at My Computer Career, with the certifications that we offer, you can be successful out there in the IT industry.
You can have the knowledge and skills to start your new career in IT, on campus or in your living room. Start your career. Click the Better Life button when you go to mycomputercareer.edu.
'Twas the hour before the family arrived, unannounced.
Wait, what?
When Janet sprang to her feet and dashed straight to Food Lion to save on plenty to eat. She stocked up on stuffing and some stuff for a sauce, plus sweet prices on yams that she topped like a boss. She made pre-made look homemade in a way that was pleasing, helping Janet save big and outsmart the season.
Got that right.
A gift is more than what's under its wrapping. It's the wonder of what it could be and the possibility of what's inside. A gift lets us dream a little. This holiday season, give the gift of a dream.
Final score here at Cleveland, 36-6. The Rams going to the 4th round of the playoffs. Aaron Summers is with a victorious head coach, Scott Riley.
Coach Riley, you said that you were concerned about Hillside's offensive line and their physicality. Your defense only allowed 6 points. They scored a safety themselves, and they had several 4th down stops. How were they able to come up so big tonight?
They've played really well all season. I think a lot of the criticism past this team has played really well on defense, and just really proud of their attitude. And we said it before the game, physicality is 2 things, the weight room and an attitude, and they've done both those things really well this year.
Offensively, you guys had an attitude too. How were you able to stay so balanced?
They're real good on defense, and that's been their MO for a while, so they're not going to give you anything easy, so we had to earn it on both sides, running and throwing to keep them off balance.
3rd round of the playoffs, you get a win, you're going to the regional finals. How proud of you are of this team?
Really proud of this team and the program. We're now We're 4-4 in the second round, 8-0 in the first round, 2-2. Great history, and I'm just real proud of these guys, and hopefully we can do another week and then one more, and we're there. So 2 more weeks.
All right, here is your Friday Night Rivals trophy. Congratulations and good luck next round.
When they're clicking offensively, they're tough to beat. But the difference tonight was the defense Coach Riley talked about, their physical presence and also their strength in the weight room. When they're playing on both sides of the ball that well, they're going to have a lot of success next week. And it's going to be a tough ball game, but a great matchup.
Well, all of us would like to thank you. Good job tonight, Jay. We'd like to take a moment to thank the wonderful folks at Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, My Computer Career, Oxner Permar, and Hendricks Chevrolet who make these games possible for you viewers at home. We'd also like to thank our great supporters for their contributions to our Friday Night's Rivals telecast. Wake 86 at Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina, the United States Marines, Miller Mott College, Auto Park Honda, and Saltwater Seafood. And we'd also especially like to thank tonight's participating high schools and their administrators for their support. We'll see you next year for another season of Friday Night Rivals. You have a wonderful evening. This has been a presentation of Sinclair Communications, a member of Sinclair Broadcast Group. So long, everybody.